When time first began, the Eternal gave life to powerful beings of light, the Drakeels. But as misfortune would have it, the power given to these creatures awoke in them only a boundless pride and an inexhaustible thirst for dominion. Shaken by this betrayal, the Eternal banished them to the deepest abyss of Dracomundus. It was there, in the depths of the earth, that they twisted into the monstrosities that we know today as dragons. Alas, possessed more than ever by hate and vanity, the Banished refused to admit themselves defeated. Through their voices, they persisted in corrupting humanity. Through their blood, they defined the land we call our home. From that moment on, mankind would live in fear. Fear that one of the Dragon Lords, the most powerful of the Banished, would one day return to the surface. With the support of his Dragonkin, Sor Iknog succeeded in escaping from his subterranean prison. And brave souls, guided by the light, rose up and vowed to push him back. Soldiers of the Order, righteous and faithful to the Eternal, who suffered body and soul after coming into contact with draconic corruption. Rare were those who remained impervious to the depraved whispers of the dragons on the outskirts of this gaping breach. One such person was Godefroy of Clerval, Grand Knight of the Order of the Eternal. The voice of the Dragon Lord blighted people's spirits and petrified their bodies, instilling terror and madness into those who heard it. Never before had a breach so vast been rent between the two worlds. It was here, at this wound between worlds, that the corruption was most potent. One by one, haunted by the whispers from below, the people succumbed to madness. Pitiful in their wretchedness, and too weak to resist the command of their new masters, they drank the blood of the dragon and gave in to depravity. Thus enslaved, they were twisted into ghastly monsters, mockeries, Dragonkin. Filled with these fleeting embers of hope, a few brave souls founded an alliance to carve the first breach into draconic defenses. Here, the Dragonkin's power was strong. It fused our world with that of the Banished. Godefroy of Clerval heroically broke through and shattered their defense barriers. This act of bravery, a feat of the righteous alliance of men, allowed me to lend aid to the Knights of the Order of the Eternal. Me, Almantia, Grand Oracle of Pythodurcan, Dragon Blood, a human altered but not consumed by the draconic blood that flows through my veins. My sisters and I have powers given to us by the dragon, but our souls remain our own. Neither Dragonkin nor entirely human, and afforded extraordinary abilities by our forebearers. By those who drank the blood of the only banished dragon to have ever repented before the Eternal. These few drops of draconic blood connected our thoughts to those of the dragons. With that understanding came a vulnerability. We soon learned that we were at the mercy of their whispers. The voices threatened to consume us, with no hope of salvation. Our civilization fell alongside the blue dragon Pythodurcan, forcing us to live amongst men in the city of the Order of the Eternal. Closer to the breach made by Sor Iknog, Godefroy, fighting fire with fire, confronted the draconic hordes. I battled by his side, but my strategy was less direct. My draconic power allowed me to open up a passageway for the men of Nurogard, all of them prepared to make the ultimate sacrifice to save what remained of humanity. Once this invisible barrier had been breached, they knew that their lives would hang by mere threads. But these warriors from the north cared little for the uncertainties of our plan. A hero's death in the heat of battle with their enemy was the greatest honor that could befall them. Led by the pale dragon blood Harald Truelson, the barbarian fleet had but one objective: to lure the enemy into the open sea and leave the path to the breach vulnerable. If a single vessel reached the coast, then this sacrifice would not have been for naught. Harald Truelson reached the hostile shore and avenged those fallen from the Toriel clan. The barbarians of Nurogard feared neither pain nor death, and they welcomed violence as they might an old and familiar friend. Truelson knew this friend better than most. A select few, highly trained clansmen, risking their lives in the process, had successfully imbibed the pale dragon's blood without succumbing to the corrupting voices. Among them was Truelson. To become a dragon blood barbarian, he paid the ultimate price and cast away a portion of his humanity. In exchange, he received draconic powers that he put to use for the Toriel clan, the Eternal, and humanity at large. The pale dragon blood had achieved his goal. The Alliance's plan, as unlikely as it was to succeed, could run its course. The barbarian waited for the signal that would tell him where to carve a bloody path through enemy defenses and lure the dragons far away from the breach. The Kongirati nomads, every bit as proud and as fearless as the warriors from the north, joined the alliance of men to help push back Sor Iknog, the Crimson Dragon. Sitting astride their draconic hybrids, these tracker archers faced the dragons steadfastly and seemingly without fear. Not one would allow the enemy to make easy prey of them. Hides, wings, teeth, blood. For the Kongirati, each draconic monstrosity was not only a threat, but also a quarry from which they could gain valuable resources. And where others had begged and prayed for divine salvation, these nomads made full use of anything the earth and providence offered them in order to survive. Their master tracker Eula, however, did not see things in such stark shades of black and white. Of all those who made up their number, she was the first to recognize the value of this eternal light. How long would her people be able to continue traveling freely if the corruption were to poison the entire world? To seal this union, the Order of the Eternal entrusted her with one of their most powerful relics, a single, glimmering scale of light. Each champion had one, and the power of their light would be needed to push Sor Iknog back into the shadows. It was up to Eula, armed with her Scale of Light, to cast the invocation. She would then know whether she had been right to put her trust in the Order and in joining the Alliance. The power of the light was like nothing ever seen before. We heard the Dragon Lord howl into our minds, racked with pain and rage. So close to the Dracomundus, our souls suffered as from 1,000 deaths, but we held fast to our positions. Inch by inch, the divine light pushed the corruption back into the breach, and it was thus that the banished lord Sor Iknog disappeared once more into the shadows, where he would suffer eternal retribution. Once calm fell, we were all that was left, the sole witnesses to the feat accomplished by the Alliance of Men. But more than ever, we knew that the taint of draconic depravity still festered in the depths of the abyss, impatient to break free once more. Thus, from the union of men and their allies that stood together in the face of the draconic threat, an elite corps was established within the Order of the Eternal, the Dragon Hunters. Who knows? Perhaps the heroes that the Alliance of Men has been waiting for will be found among this unit's latest recruits.
There they are. Nicely done, Song Khan.
Take care of yourself, apprentice. There are Dragonkin gathered here.
These are the ones that killed Bjorn's brother. I know they're poison.
Let us eliminate them. We cannot let them establish themselves this close to Montescail. Is anyone hurt? Son Khan? Apprentice?
We're fine. Somehow. But what is this totem? It seems as though all the Dragonkin were heading straight for it. Our apprentice was able to find us by following them.
Astria, you're the expert in draconic rites. Do you have any idea where they could have come from?
All signs point to this totem having been used for a ritual of corruption. And from the sheer amount of blood spilled here, we can assume they have enslaved a host of victims.
The statue is crafted from black willow. It must be from the Jaxara's swamp. My clan's caravans used to stop for supplies there, before passing through your lands.
So far from here? Could the Dragonkin have carried this idol all the way across the plains?
There would have to be countless adepts among their number if so. We must warn the Council of Montescail without delay.
Given the scale of this invasion, it should not be difficult to win the Councilors over. They'll surely decide to attack in force.
Perhaps it would be best to learn more about our enemy before rushing in. If we are to root out a cult of this size, we need to avoid making any hasty decisions.
There would be one way to learn more about these creatures. A reconnaissance mission. If we send a small group, they may go unnoticed. A few skilled soldiers need only enter their lands and target their sanctuaries and camps. Then we'll see how they respond. We'd need to leave before reinforcements arrive from the plains, but this would allow us to gather information while also creating a diversion.
So be it. The apprentice will accompany Son Khan while we protect the borderlands around the Alliance. The apprentice will gain a bit of experience in the company of a tracker. All that leaves is the accolade, and to make him a dragon hunter officially.
Non Draco sit mihi dux!
There's not a moment to lose.
The Dragonkin number more than ever, and they are rapidly gaining ground. We will need to strengthen the city watch, at the very least.
The dragon hunters have returned. Who knows? They may have even brought us some good news.
Please forgive this intrusion, councillors. Alas, Grand Tracker, I fear I do not bring the news you are hoping for.
Speak, Hunter.
As you ordered, we found the Dragonkin that killed one of our own. In doing so, we discovered an ascendant cult, one which swells in number.
They are practicing corruption rituals in the plains around Montescail. According to Sankan, the idols they are using are from Jaxara, and the ground there was drenched in dragon's blood. I fear that their intentions have been made all too clear.
They have come to desecrate the plains? This close to Montescail? How have they been able to escape our notice for so long? We will need to act before they are able to launch an assault.
With your permission, Counselor, allow me to conduct a reconnaissance mission into enemy territory together with the apprentice. I know these lands well, since the Conquerat used to trade here.
2 hunters against an army of adepts? You cannot be serious.
The Dragonkin have flooded the plains, de Clerval, and redoubled their assaults against my clan. This hunter strategy would allow us to combat them on several fronts.
This is so. Allow Sankan and the apprentice to gather information at least. I will oversee them, and if there is need for it, we will call them back. I suggest we put our trust in our hunters, Auspex.
And what of the apprentice?
He is ready, Auspex.
Then your plan will have my support. High Priest Cornelius, proceed with the accolade.
Kneel, apprentice. Today, before the Eternal, you commit to our fight against the dragons until they draw their last breath, to hunting those who serve them, to sealing the breaches to their vile prison of Dracomundus forevermore, to ridding humanity of their corruption. As a token of your sacrifice, please take this scale of light. It is a relic of Miriel, the Drakiel who, long ago, managed to banish these ungodly creatures together with the Eternal. It will protect you from the corrupting influence of their voices. Today, it will make you a protector of humanity, a blade of the Eternal, a hunter of dragons. Arise, hunter. Non Draco sit mihi dux. Let not the dragon guide me.
Come and find me at the jail before leaving Montescail. Since Sankan and yourself will be on your own in the Jaxara swamp, we are prepared to offer you our support.
The Grand Tracker and I have pooled the Order's resources and Congirat's expertise to give you a decisive advantage. To meet the dragon's strength with our own, we have raised the first tame wormling.
And we have taught it how to fight alongside hunters. It will make for a fearsome ally.
Grand Tracker, be reasonable. Nobody has ever been able to tame a dragon. This creature is dangerous.
You are right, to a point. Raising it was not enough. To control these beasts of draconic perversion, we needed to purify and subject them to the power of the light. We used blessed seals to do just that. It is not their chains that keep them subjugated, Tracker, but rather our faith in the Eternal.
This wormling will accompany the new hunter. Your first mission promises to be a challenging one, and I am in no hurry to be called for a new accolade anytime soon. Innovation is one of the core values of our clan, Sankan. I wager your opinion will change once you've seen this creature at work.
With all respect, Grand Tracker, I highly doubt it.
This wormling will add its power to your attacks. Now, Hunter, let us rid ourselves of the cult that is poisoning the Jaxara swamp.
Keep an eye on your wormling. I don't like to see the Order getting involved in the clan's research. I often adventured in the Jaxara swamp, and I believe I know a village there where we can begin our search. Keep your scale close. The dragon's whispers are louder here, in Dragonkin territory. We must remain vigilant. This part of the plains has not been cleared. No doubt it will be infested with Dragonkin. Damn it. We'll have to fight our way through here. Marauders have taken the village.
The farm to the east is being attacked. I beg of you, please, do something!
Looters?
Yes, but they're not alone. They have monstrous creatures with them.
Dragonkin. They likely corrupted the Marauders, catching them unawares while they were looting abandoned settlements.
We were helping the priest restore the old stone gateway near the farm when they appeared out of nowhere.
We'll head over there and help him. Now flee. Head for Montescail. Hells, I recognize this cursed priest. It's Jerome, Cornelis' right-hand man, and the only civilian to possess a scale of light. Yorn's brother was killed while protecting this undeserving underling. We always found him holed up in the most sinister of places, studying Dragonkin spells for the Meridius.
To me, hunters! These villains have brought the Dragonkin upon us.
Hells, Jerome! Where's the rest of your escort?
I gave them the order to evacuate the villagers while I did what I could to buy them some time.
You mad fool. Think yourself a dragon hunter now, do you? In the Eternal's name, keep your distance.
Thank you for helping me out of that tight spot, hunters.
What are you doing here, Jerome? Restoring a gate, or so say the villagers? Don't tell me it's a gate of the Eternal.
Well, in truth, follow me and you'll understand.
So, will you tell us what's going on?
The Dragonkin cast some manner of spell upon this gate. Nobody knows precisely what they intended to do, but Meridius Cornelis is afraid they may yet put it to twisted purpose. The gates of the Eternal are connected to one another by the Great Light Lapse, which the Order once used itself back during the time of the War of Men.
They were sealed when the Kongarati trackers joined the Alliance, so that their caravans could continue to link towns without unfair competition. By doing so, we have been able to preserve their culture. Nevertheless, if the enemy has found a way to unseal them, imagine for a moment an army of Dragonkin descending upon Montescail.
We need to break this spell.
Indeed. And to do so, we need to reopen this gate and reconnect it to the city using a scale of light. That's why I was dispatched here.
I don't believe a word. The Council could never have approved this decision. Grand Tracker Eula would have opposed it.
And yet I truly did receive such orders, Tracker. We cannot leave the gate at the mercy of our enemies. To rid ourselves of this spell, we will need to channel divine energy to re-establish its connection. Then, the Dragonkin will no longer be able to approach it.
I don't like this. The decision would have come from the Council. I suggest we look for another solution.
The Dragonkin have likely already corrupted other gates, hunters. Time is not on our side. I will explain our present situation to the Council personally. For now, it should be enough to use your scale of light to break the spell. This gate should then immediately link up with its twin in Montescail. How magnificent! I will return to Montescail and inform the Council. If you discover any other corrupted gates, do not allow the Dragonkin to get close to them. Good hunting, both of you, and may the dragon never tempt you.
Well, Alaric, have we made enough compromises now? Let us set off again. We have a cult and its adepts to dispose of. We've crossed the frontier. If we were to remove our scale of light now, we risk falling prey to the dragon's whispers and the corruption that their words sow, and not even a single sign of combat. The people living here must have abandoned their homes, or worse. We're definitely heading in the right direction.
Over here! You're dragon hunters, aren't you? By the Eternal! Please, spare me! I'm human still.
You've drunk dragon's blood.
I don't know. It's been weeks since Dragonkin corrupted our water. Some of us have surrendered to it already. I hear their voices. Those of the Dragonkin. That of the dragon. Oh, they're in my head. Save me. Please. Make them stop. I beg of you.
You can hear not only the voice of dragons, but also those of Dragonkin?
I hear them all, I tell you. The adepts and the hostages they took from Domistria. They'll never be silenced. Never. Always the same words again and again. And the prisoners. Oh, the prisoners. And their constant attempts to break their spirits. To corrupt them. Just like us. Like us.
You claim to always hear the voices of the Dragonkin. Have you overheard where they're keeping their hostages?
I hear them, but I refuse to listen. I don't want to lose my mind.
I'm afraid it's too late. There is dragon's blood running through your veins. You're lost already. But even so, you can help the others to escape your fate.
Am I going to die?
I will stay by your side. I will help you. As for the rest, don't forget those people that are dear to you.
You're right. I want to give them a chance.
We still know almost nothing about these Dragonkin. Where have they come from? What powers does their blood impart? Whose orders are they following? I'll watch over this poor soul and try to find out where the hostages are being held. As for you, see if you can gather a node, an egg, some corrupted flesh, anything the Grand Tracker may be able to study. We know little of the effects of Viridian Dragon's blood, and these corrupted appear to have gorged themselves on it. I'm happy to see that you came out the other side alive. Give me the flesh sample. I will take it to the Grand Tracker once she is finished with Meridius Cornelis. Follow me.
I never doubted your common sense, Grand Tracker. I knew we would be able to find a compromise.
There's no point in trying to flatter me, Meridius.
We have returned, Grand Tracker.
Did you complete your mission?
We identified the location of the adepts. These Dragonkin are capable of communicating through thought, like bees from the same hive. We took care to take a few samples before heading further into the swamp.
You've shown excellent initiative, hunters. This may well allow us to learn more about these monsters and their powers of corruption.
I'm afraid we don't have much time. A villager told us the Dragonkin have taken hostages, and he showed us where they're being held at this very moment. We must act without delay.
How were they able to tell you this?
The Dragonkin had corrupted the swamp water. The poor soul had dragon's blood already flowing through his veins. That was how we discovered the mental connection between the corrupted.
Grand Tracker, if the Dragonkin were behind the disappearances you told me about, the men you dispatched to the plains are heading straight into danger. Worse yet if the enemy can organize from a distance.
You are not wrong, High Priest. Sun Can, return to Jexara at once. I'm tasking you with finding and freeing the hostages. Keep a low profile, do not take any unnecessary risks, and try your best to bring them back alive. As for you, set off and see if you can find my trackers. If they are still alive, you will find them in the plains close to the hamlet of Point-Noir. Once you're done, return to the Jexara swamp so you can assist Sun Can.
Show me your map, and I'll show you where to find us.
We've been betrayed. The Dragonkin have destroyed the bridge. We need to push them back, no matter what!
A dragon hunter. Providence has sent you to us. Point-Noir threatens to be overrun.
Flee from here, Dragonkin! These lands belong to mankind!
There are too many! Every man for himself! Get out of here, now!
We're indebted to you, Hunter. All we expected to face off against her was marauders. It seems they've been delivering hostages to the corrupted for months. But faced with Dragonkin, we had no chance. These fanatics tried to keep a low profile up until now. Once they sensed their cover was blown, they didn't even try to hide. We'll return to Grand Trekker Eula now. May your hunt go well.
I was only able to save a handful of prisoners. Most of the rest had already succumbed to the dragon's call. I will lead them to safety. You continue the search. If any of the hostages shows even the slightest sign of mutation, kill them without hesitation. There is only one outcome for those whose bodies have already been corrupted by dragon's blood. As soon as I'm done, I'll take a gate of the Eternal and join you.
Flee from here, Hunter. The master of the Dragonkin is somewhere in the swamp.
How can I ever thank you, Hunter? The Dragonkin, they are up to something. They've gathered the other prisoners in the mire, perhaps 100 paces to the east, at the bottom of the platforms.
One of us, we are him. One of us, we are him.
Non trato sit mihi
Bless you, Hunter. Alas, the other prisoners did not survive. We saw their remains. They suffered the same fate as Egbert.
The poor soul prayed all night in hopes of being rescued. For the love of the Eternal, get us out of here. I don't want to die.
Your Scale of Miriel, Hunter, does it give you the power to open the gates of the Eternal?
There's one not far from here. It is near where we were being held captive. Follow us.
Has the matter been dealt with? The Dragonkin are no more?
Oh no, Hunter, not yet. These fanatics obeyed the orders of a dragon that roamed the swamp and laid its eggs in its victims' corpses.
Head back to Montescail. You'll be safe there.
And you? What will you do?
We will need to destroy the eggs of the dragon in charge of these abominations. Only then will we be able to prevent an invasion.
The Dragonkin will do all they can to stop you. It's as though they are as one with the dragon. What one sees, all see.
I very much hope so. For now, do as I say. Take this gate, and remain in Montescail until instructed otherwise. The dragon will likely fight with all its strength to protect its eggs. Do you feel up to hunting down your first trophy? Let us turn the Dragonkin's voices against them. I'll lure them into attacking me at their shelters. Once the path is clear, make the most of this chance and destroy the eggs. I'd wager the dragon will know as soon as we take its treasured eggs. Once it shows itself, face it down before it can call for reinforcements. I'll come and lend you a hand as soon as I'm able to clear a path through.
one of us. One of us. We are me. So, you have lost the Drakiel scale that kept you safe from my powers. The scale from that traitor, Miriel, who preferred to remain subjugated under the yoke of the Eternal. How alone you must feel, Hunter. Do you know just how many supposed heroes have already won the scale that now belongs to you? Dvalin, Artea. I wonder whether I am the only one who remembers their names. You are nothing in the eyes of the Eternal. Join me. You will never be alone again. You will matter. You will be one of us. I am Kalaarang, Dragon Lord of the Jungle, and I'm dying to find you again, your flesh and your bone.
Hunter, snap out of it. Good to have you back with us, Hunter. I'm afraid you've been called to appear before the council. Hurry up and pull yourself together. You must present yourself at the hearing, quickly.
And this dangerous incompetence Grand Tracker. It was a priceless relic, you hear me?
Find me another hunter capable...
Hunter, you lost the Drakiel scale we entrusted to you. One of the rare relics of the noble Miriel. Discovered here even before Montescail had been founded. For centuries, these scales have guided us through the shadows. The transgression you have committed is simply unforgivable. You are not deserving of the title we bestowed on you. Henceforth, I recommend that you be stripped of your rank and replaced immediately.
Are you aware that this hunter was responsible for defeating the most powerful dragonkin we had ever encountered? Or that he had discovered a dragon that had kept its existence from us until now? What more could you ask for, de Clairval?
So you are coming to his defense? This feather-brained fool nearly corrupted themselves. Where is this confidence in him coming from, Hunter?
I've seen him at work, facing the dragonkin that led the cult in the swamp. I've seen him resist the corruption against this new banished lord, despite having lost the scale. May the dragon never guide me. That's the motto we live by, isn't it?
This hunter also rescued several of my trackers, freed hostages, and gathered essential information for us. It is not so much whether we are able to trust him that is the problem, Auspex, but rather the lack of trust on your part.
I appeal to you, Meridius. Would you show such clemency towards the guilty party as these two?
I have faith in the Eternal, who would not have granted him the strength to triumph against such a dragonkin if he was not, at the very least, worthy of being given a second chance.
So be it. And what will you do about the scale that was lost because of him?
The hunter will be tasked with finding the scale that he lost. In the meantime, he will be entrusted with the scale held by my servant, Diliculum Jerome.
That was no easy task, winning de Clairval over. You realize he has much more weight than the three of you combined.
I'm not blind, Suncan. But you'd be better off staying out of politics. You're a dragon hunter. Try not to forget that. Don't allow yourself to get distracted from your mission.
You've come for the scale, is that it? Here it is. I'm entrusting it to you, since the hunt demands it. Please, take good care of it.
Our hunters, our research, our ability to push the dragons back, all of this rests on the scales of Miriel. We cannot. You can no longer afford to make any mistakes.
You must recover the scale, no matter the cost. Do not let the dragon that almost enthralled you last time take it from you.
For all we know, the dragonkin may not be able to touch the scales of light. Touching one would cut them off from their master's voices, and they would be instantly consumed. Let us hope yours is still in the spot where it was taken from you.
Do not underestimate the intelligence of dragons. Such obstacles will not stop them if they manage to cast a spell on the gates of the Eternal. Who knows for what foul ends they could use our relic?
You are right. Nobody knows how far the jungle of Kala reaches. The cult you disbanded in the swamp may have been nothing compared with the threat now facing the Alliance.
Let's meet again in the jungle of Kala. I had to purify a gate of the Eternal to bring you back to Montescail. That will be our starting point.
Wait a moment, hunters.
Make it quick, Meridius. We're short on time.
Once you have tracked down the scale of Miriel, bring it to me before meeting with the Council. With one of those relics, I can prove at least one of my theories relating to Dracomundus. But say nothing about this to Auspex de Clerval.
Why would you not trust the Council? Everyone knows that you study the Dragonkin already.
Oh, it is not the Council that worries me. It is Auspex de Clerval that I would rather keep my distance from. Too often he appears to meddle in the affairs of anyone who does not blindly obey him. I had to move heaven and earth to convince him to let me study our enemy. And I fear he will prove to be just as inflexible on the topic of the Drachial scales.
Very well. We will do what you ask, Meridius. Let us go and inspect the place where you fell. It is possible that the Dragonkin will be there waiting for us, since the dragon knows that you lost your scale. There are Dragonkin prints all over the place, and your scale has disappeared. De Clerval was right. They found a way to seize it. We must learn how they did it, and where they headed next. Dragonkin, we've walked right into a trap. Well, they know we're here now. There's no longer any doubt about that. There are human footprints among those left by the Dragonkin. These monsters have no doubt tasked an uncorrupted prisoner with carrying your scale for them. Let's see if we can follow their trail. These prints are small indeed. No doubt those of a child. The creatures must realize they are very much easier to persuade than their elders. They make use of their innocence. These ruins. There's an old rumor among my clan that these are the remains of a city built at the dawn of time. Nobody knows what caused it to fall, nor what came of those who lived there. A trap set by those who once lived here. If these people had dragon blood among their number, they could have placed enchantments upon the city to protect it. And I doubt the Grand Tracker knows anything about it either. Jaxara is a little-known land. Let us explore the ruins and see if we can't clear up this matter. This inscription mentions the people of Jaxara. It makes use of characters much like those of the Kongarati alphabet. It seems we share some common ancestry. I cannot decipher everything, but it appears to be about a brutal invasion with much bloodshed. The wording is strange, but it must be the banished Lord Kalaarang. These poor souls were victims of the Dragonkin, no doubt. Come, let's look for more inscriptions. Here, it is still referring to the war, but also corruption and dragon's blood. The city's inhabitants likely tried to push the invasion back by training elite warriors. Dragon blood, perhaps. They could be the very same ones who created this spell that is blocking our way. I'm afraid what follows is ineligible. Let's press on. Dragonkin, cover me while I decipher these inscriptions. We must know what happened to this city. So the Order brought on the downfall of this civilization. And nobody knows about this, not even Alaric. I'm certain of it. What else could de Clerval and Cornelis be hiding from us? At the very least, we now know about the purpose behind these illusions. The lost civilization scattered statues throughout Jaxara. We'll need to destroy them to break the spell. What's more, I saw the fresco mention unknown lands, in the heart of the forest. The region is far more vast than we thought. We need to pick up speed. The Dragonkin have made off with your scale of light, and taken a child as their slave. There, that should suffice. Finally, the way is clear. Let us continue. There's not a moment to lose. I cannot bring myself to believe the Order would have wiped an entire civilization off the map. Would its leaders truly have decimated this city only to build an altar upon its ashes? I will inquire with the Grand Trekker once we are safe in Montescail. For now, we must save the child that has fallen into the Dragonkin's hands and retrieve your scale. I know something of what it is to be a slave under the yoke of the corrupted. I knew this fate. Though I was still a child, my caravan got lost in this jungle, and we fell into an ambush. They spared the children. They left us uncorrupted, intending to force us to serve them. Our parents, they slaughtered, executed, right in front of us, to break our spirits. Yulo was the only one to escape. She was nothing more than a tracker back then, but she faced the Dragonkin as bravely as any warrior. She freed us all. It was she who went on to unite the clans. She who took command. You know the rest. The alliance, the battle against Sor Iknog, the founding of our unit. The Grand Tracker became a role model for all the Kongarati nomads. It's why I decided to follow in her footsteps and become a dragon hunter. I will not allow anyone to suffer the same fate those monsters inflicted on me.
Help me! Help!
To arms, hunter! More of them will be on their way soon. I'll try to hold them off. Go! Free the prisoner and retrieve your scale!
They killed my parents!
I've sealed the exit. We'll have to use our scales. Wait a moment. Look here, on the wall. It's a map of the Lost Kingdom. Half of the jungle is still unknown to us. How have we fallen prey to the Dragonblood's illusions for so long? Here, a breach leading to Dracomundus. I'll take the little one somewhere safe. See if you can seal this breach and find me in the city once you're done.
Excellent work, hunters. Give the scale of Miriel to Diliculum Jerome, and come and find me outside the door to the council.
Not so fast, Meridius. We discovered it was the Order that was behind the fall of civilization in Jaxara. We need answers.
What are you saying, Hunter? To my knowledge, no expedition has ever been conducted so far from our lands.
And yet we learned this while exploring the remnants of a lost kingdom. We know how the Order of the Eternal burned the temples and built an altar atop their bones.
What you are describing here is a purifying procession. Such a thing has not been conducted in centuries. And you're saying we have built an altar? Could this be a draconic seal?
Don't try to tell me you don't know anything about it. There's no way there's nothing in your archives about this expedition.
The same archives that the Toriel clan set fire to and destroyed during the War of Men? As for this civilization you're talking about, I suppose that it put up some resistance. Alas, our ancestors had little interest in other peoples.
If a draconic seal was indeed built in the jungle, we could make use of it. Allow me some time to think on this, hunters.
Let's not wait for Cornelius to join the council. We must inform the council ourselves before he has a chance to prepare his defense. Counselors.
Have you retrieved the Scale of Light, hunters?
The matter has been dealt with, Grand Tracker, but we have also made an important discovery. We now know why the Colton Juxara is so powerful. It corrupted an entire civilization, benefiting from an attack led by the Order of the Eternal.
I beg your pardon?
Meridius Cornelis, you've arrived right on cue. The hunters have just informed us that the Order would have played a part in the fall of a civilization. Is there anything you can tell us about this?
Yes, they informed me already. I'd wager what they are referring to was a purification procession carried out there centuries ago. In all likelihood, the purpose of this purported attack was likely to place a draconic seal in the heart of the jungle to contain a dragon in Dracomundus.
Deprived from the light of our prayers for so long, the seal's power must have weakened terribly.
On the matter of light, Jerome, please, go ahead.
What is this?
It is a blessed scale of light, capable of resisting the corrupting power of Dracomundus. To date, we have been unable to do anything more than seal the breaches, but now, with this, we can strike at the seat of draconic power itself.
How did you come to create this miracle?
To do so, you need to channel the power from an altar. The effect is short-lived, but if the draconic seal in the jungle is still in place, then this process should both bless the scale and open a breach that our hunters will be able to enter at the same time.
Open a breach? Set our hunters on Dracomundus? Have you lost all sense of reason, Cornelius?
The Dragonkin are at Montescail's gates. The Toriel clan is under siege. The city of the Oracles has sunk beneath the water, and the nomads have been forced to abandon their caravans. Given the circumstances, it is past time for us to take bold action.
So be it. Hunters, do you know where the Draconic Seal can be found?
We did not identify its location, but we know where to begin our search. Hunter, the fresco in the temple mentioned an illusion close to the village in Juxara. I will rid us of it now, and we'll be in an unexplored area again.
Hey, Hunter! Over here! Your companion, the Kongarati tracker. He asked me to show you which path to take in order to join him. When he appeared, we heard a faint noise, and then a path opened up. The children claimed to have seen strange happenings here at night, but, well, you know how imaginative children can be.
Over here. I owe you one, friend. They tried to get me to drink dragon's blood. They sprayed me with it, and we... No! The Dragonkin are... Ah! Out of my head, dragon! They intend to pour the contents of these vats into the source of the river that feeds Montescail. The Dragonkin. I must rid myself of the corruption before I can take the Great Light Lapse using my scale. Let me concentrate. We may have slowed the Dragonkin by scattering their cult in the swamp, but they are not yet broken. The huge Dragonkin you faced, it was their progenitor. They have carried eggs into the swamp and are preparing to beget a second egg layer.
My head!
We need to stamp out the Dragonkin, but I fear the blood has tainted me. The scale of light. I don't know if it will be enough. You must continue without me. And if I should perish, avenge me. I shouldn't have tried to explore this area alone. I thought myself capable of following the tracks of a Dragonkin leader as far as the seal, but the voices, they were stronger. All I did was throw myself right into the lion's jaws.
Sun Can told me of the Dragonkin's plan. If we do not rid ourselves of the banished Lord of the Jungle, the cult will usher in a second egg layer and double the number of spawn we must contend with. Montescail's river flows from its source in the swamp. We cannot risk the potential loss of our water supply. Sun Can and his Scale of Light will remain under surveillance at Montescail Jail. As for you, Hunter, you must locate the seal that Cornelis spoke of. Without it, we do not have even the slightest chance of invading Dracomundus and confronting the dragon before its acolytes are able to pollute our water supply. Return to the Grand Oracle's temple and implore her to invoke a vision. It is a risky strategy, I admit, but we no longer have the time available to us to survey each and every corner of Jaxara.
The nature of this call is yet to be decided. Let us refrain from coming to any conclusion so early on, Astrea.
The Eye of Pythodurkin may be able to shine some light on things for us.
Indeed, if only we knew where it was at this hour.
One moment, Hunter. The Grand Oracle and I are discussing a topic of the utmost importance.
Let him speak, Astrea. Eula is a proud woman. If she has charged this hunter with calling upon me for my visions, the reason must be quite urgent. The seal evades you yet, is that it? Perhaps our good friend Cornelis does not have all the answers after all. Fine, you both are searching for a relic, and there is only one way to find what has been lost. The ritual of far sight.
Come now. You know as well as I do that performing the ritual is impossible. You would need to regain our archipelago, head into enemy territory, and find a sufficient amount of Pythodurkin's blood.
Precisely. Waste no time, hunters, and set out for Krissa right away.
Welcome to Krissa, just south of the battlefield where my people were swallowed by the depths. This ritual that Almantea mentioned, Farsight, it has not been successfully performed since Delphipolis fell. It requires the blood of the penitent dragon, who sadly perished years ago. We could possibly retrieve a few drops of this blood by taking it from the veins of the other oracles. However, considering the consequences of ingesting dragon's blood, I would prefer not to reverse the process and potentially risk my sister's lives as a result. Though it's true that dragon's blood, fortunately, does not degrade over time, if we were to find the remains of a few oracles, the blood of Pythodurkin should still linger in their cold hearts. Defiling tombs for a few drops of blood. What extremes the Grand Oracles of Pythodurkin have been reduced to. We will need a dozen other ingredients besides. I'll take care of the plants on land and the sacred instruments. You go and search for the only aquatic plant required for the ritual, Opsophil, and pick up the Kylex on the way. It's a sacred cup, a ritual implement that must always be kept within its temple. We'll meet back here once we're done. May the dragon never tempt you. What has happened to the Kylex? It looks different. A Dragonkin ritual. They have opened their master's vein into it, tainted Pythodurkin's essence with the blood of a banished lord. It's been desecrated by the banished dragon's blood. I doubt it still has the properties required for the ritual. You may return to Montescail, Hunter. I will remain in Krissa. I do not know what these Dragonkin are searching for, but I will not let them have it. If your heart demands that you aid me, I will not spurn the help.
Hunter, what happened to this Kylix? This hue? It is not the blood of Pythodurcan. That explains why Astrea is not with you. It seems she has her own mission. For now, be silent. I sense the power of Dracomundus. I hear the Banished Lord in the jungle commanding his soldiers. Kalaarang, such is his name. I sense the jungle. A temple hidden from us by some kind of spell. But the altar's location remains vague, nebulous. Just beyond my senses, I feel some sort of emptiness looming where it should be standing. Where is it? I can reach no further. This is all wrong. Something unknown and strange has scrambled my senses. I cannot locate the altar with any kind of precision, nor indicate its exact position. Finding it will take longer than I'd hoped. For now, run and find Eula.
Thanks to the Grand Oracle, we have some idea of where to start our search for the altar. I'm afraid Sun Can's condition has worsened. The dragon's blood and his Draconkiel scale continue to fight over his soul. You will have to fight alone, Hunter. Gather your courage, steel your heart, sharpen your blades, and be prepared for this to be your final fight.
No, Grand Tracker. We will not abandon the Hunter like this. We will accompany him and fight side by side.
Out of the question. Without scales to protect you, it is certain death.
Without the Hunter, we would not be long for this world either way. The Dragonkin are greater in number and stronger than ever. What happened at Point-Noir showed us that we're not large enough in number to meet nor push back their forces. Even so, if the Hunter is defeated before he can reach the dragon, all will be lost.
There's no chance you will survive. I will not allow you to needlessly sacrifice your lives like this.
These lives are ours. It is we who will decide how to spend, sacrifice, and live them. Our decision is final, Grand Tracker.
You may forbid it, but we will defy your orders if we must.
So be it then. Farewell, Trackers. And may the dragon never tempt you.
Bless you, Grand Tracker Eula. Hunter, come find us to the north of the swamp. Beware of illusions on your journey there. On our route, we encountered one of the illusions that Sun Can warned us about. We intend to dispel those without delay, but there may be more afoot. Hunter, the illusion is right in front of us. The statues conjuring it are inside the underground temple. As soon as we opened the doors, a thick fog enveloped us. We couldn't see our own hands, let alone the entrance itself. Before we could take a step blindly inside, we heard the guttural voices of the dragon reverberate so strongly from the underground that my men scattered. Help me find them again, before they meet some terrible fate.
Horror. I think I'm going to be sick. Shut your mouth, cursed dragon! You'll never tempt me.
Get a hold of yourself, Zorigtan. And what happened to Hotakan?
As we approached the temple, the fog got so dense that we lost sight of one another.
Over here! Gods, he's out cold. Zorigtan! Give him a remedy!
Look! The Dragonkin fleeing the temple!
You take a look around the temple, Hunter, and see if you can root out the source of this foul fog. We're going to take care of our wounded, and the Dragonkin that fled from here. I'm glad to see you safe and sound again, Hunter. You did it! Now we need to lift the illusion. Time is of the essence. There's not a moment to spare. done. Let's get back on track.
These vines are full of dragon's blood. Our arrows are useless here.
We have no choice. We will need to poison them. Hunter, this jungle is home to a flower known as Ignifera instabilis. The spores are known for their corrosive and explosive properties. Gather as many as you can. In the meantime, we will see if we can make incisions on these vines. Excellent! The incision is all set. All that's left is to deposit the spores inside. Cover us! Everything is in place. Ready the spores! Is everyone all right? How are you holding up?
The spores and the dragon's blood triggered a more powerful reaction than I thought possible.
No doubt the plant's defense mechanism against dragon's blood. Let us proceed.
Blasted dragon! I almost feel as though the trees are speaking to me now. That they're watching us with their endless eyes.
The protective effects of our meditation are wearing off. Stay strong. We're almost there.
What is this horror?
Get this abomination out of my way!
Well, you certainly know how to make an impression. This rotting corpse is blocking our way.
The spores of Ignifera instabilis may still be useful here. After all, this monster is bloated with all that dragon's blood it's been slurping up. Disgusting, truly. Do we have any spores left?
Yes, a few ounces.
Get a hold of yourself. You're a Kwangjarati tracker, remember? Hunter, deposit the spores and let's finish this.
What happened here? It appears the dragon decided to consume everything.
Another cursed spell of theirs. Hunter, use your Drachial scale. The divine light should be enough to purge us of this mortiferous energy.
Hunter, I suppose this gate opening up is your doing? I have news for you. Wait, is that the Draconic seal down there? That changes things. My part in this is coming to an end. But first, let me tell you the news. It is about your fellow hunter, Son Kan. He has stepped away from the hunt. He lives on. The Grand Tracker has placed him in quarantine. Rest assured, however, you will not be left alone. The souls of those who sacrificed themselves will accompany you alongside the prayers of the innocent and the penitent. If you hope to survive in Dracomundus, you will need to transfer the divine energy from the seal into your scale. Place it on the altar once it has absorbed the divine energy. Tie it to this golden ribbon on which I have written out incantations. Stay attuned to your surroundings. Do not let the Dragonkin get close to you. Above all, do not go too far. Corruption lurks in the depths. The pain it brings will only grow with each descending step. Off you go, my friend. Track this dragon down in its own lair. Destroy the corruption that flows through its veins.
past. You answered my call. There's no need for tricks here to impart my voice upon you. Your scale will protect you from me, but who will protect you from your own? From those who sent you to your death. Your tracker friend. He proved more reasonable. Even though he is not yet one of us, he cast you aside. Give up on those who only want you for what you can give them. Join us, Hunter. But since you hesitate still, let me show you. You're a much better fighter than the others, Hunter. What were their names again? Suncan, Jerome. I'm beginning to know you all quite well. Soon, I'll speak to those who disrupted my cult in the plains.
I can't slay more.
Submit! Joy! Miserable! Wretched mortal! How dare you reject me! I will dominate you with my countless centuries of war behind me! With my cult! With all the glory of dragons! We are me! We are me!
People of Montescail, the Hunter has triumphed. He has vanquished the enemy within Dracomundus itself. The Banished will no longer have a den so close to us. The Order stands on the side of humanity's defenders.
Do you really think the Banished Lord in the jungle is gone for good?
Certainly. And we have the Dragon Hunter to thank for it.
If that's the case, might it be possible that he is blessed?
Well, Auspex, are you convinced now?
You defeated this dragon in solo combat? Hunter, you've done the Alliance proud.
I admit, I may have been a little too quick to pass judgment on you.
Your counsel helped us greatly, Meridius. In the future, you will have to collaborate more closely with the Hunters.
Of course. Together, we will accomplish great things.
The Dragonkin have used the Kylix you recovered for some sort of ritual. In all likelihood, one of Farsight. They too are searching for something, and I believe I know what that could be. When you and Sankan came across Kalaarang, all the oracles listened out for Dracomundus in an attempt to locate it. But instead, we heard a call for aid. A familiar presence that we had not felt for many years. It may well be Pythedurkin. If he survived, my people could be allowed to rise from the ashes once again. We must answer his call. That is where things get complicated. Our visions are usually one-sided. We cannot speak, only listen in. Unless, that is, we make use of an enchanted crystal ball we call the Eye of Pythedurkin. We can assume that the dragons heard this call for aid as well, and they are well aware of our relics. They will surely attempt to take the eye from us. We must retrieve it first before they are able to do so. Let us split up. Head to the sanctuary on the Isle of Plakonisos. That's where the eye was kept under guard. I spotted signs of life on the isle. It may be that someone can lead you there. In the meantime, I will search the enemy camps in case it has been stolen already. It seems a survivor has managed to outlast the Dragonkin here. While you were searching for the Farsight Kylix, I discovered a few abandoned camps and shelters nearby. It could be a castaway, and they may be able to help you reach Plakonisos. It was there that the Grand Oracles once communicated with Pythedurkin, since he could no longer be found on the surface. At the time, there were 2 eyes of Pythedurkin, but one of those succumbed to the ocean along with our capital. There's no time to lose. The Dragonkin cannot be allowed to get their hands on the one that still remains.
What brings you here, stranger? Setting off for Plakonisos? Oh, I wouldn't advise it. The corrupted have enchanted wind and waters both around Krisa. The only way to leave this isle is the Great Light Lapse. Alas, I'm afraid there are no Gates of the Eternal on Plakonisos. I suppose that leaves you with only one option. Breaking the spell. Ha! But you would need to be a dragon hunter to do it. There are 3 statues you'd need to destroy in 3 different camps. If you manage to do that, I'll take you to the Isle myself. Ah, so you did it then. Very well. I must confess that I lied to you before. I had need of a hunter to destroy those statues, and I didn't expect you'd be willing to go out of your way to save an old woman's trinkets. It's nothing personal, you understand. We're all just looking out for ourselves. Well, a liar I may be, but a deal's a deal. Hop on board. The statues you purified were never bewitching the waters, but they were calling the corrupted here. It's of no matter to you. You are only passing through, after all. These are merely a few more enemies for you to overcome. But for me, it would mean either death or exile. This place, it's my only refuge. I don't believe the people of Montescail are so tolerant as to welcome me there. Even the Alliance has its limits. I may not know what you are looking for here, but you can count on my aid. You have done me a service. It may not have been entirely of your own volition, to be sure, but I am grateful nonetheless. You can count on me to traverse these isles for you. Your friend has need of aid, it would seem. You'd best join her, and be quick about it.
Hunter, quick, let's finish them off. These corrupted got the jump on me. We're trapped like mice in here. Well, that could have ended badly. It's a good thing you arrived, and just in time, too. Did you find the Eye of Pythedurkin, Hunter? Please, give it to me, and I'll begin the ritual.
Are you sure you're strong enough, young outsider?
Sorry? I'm no outsider, old woman. I am an oracle of Pythedurkin.
And yet I do not know your face. So you've not once seen the dragon that created your order, nor seen with your own eyes how glorious this place once looked. These relics faded into oblivion before you were even born, young oracle. You lack experience.
You may be my elder, but you cannot have been around to see the downfall of this city. All the dragon blood among my people left for Montescail. Besides which, we are dragon hunters. Do not underestimate us. We have experienced more than you could imagine.
You are the first hunters that I have met, that much is true. Perhaps you are not as inexperienced as you look.
Well, Hunter, let us be off.
Something's wrong. That wasn't the true I. We have fallen into the dragon's trap.
It has been so long since I corrupted an oracle. I do so love souls so sure of their own strength. And to think that this pathetic trap worked. You fools! So ignorant of the arcane! Submit yourselves to the Eye of Okeanos!
We must save her, quickly. It was because of this trap that the dragon was able to get past the scale of light's protection. These are powerful spells, but we can counter them. Give me your hand. Let me use your friend's link to Dracomundus and send you into her dreams. Her life hangs in the balance.
What? What is...
A magic trap left for us to fall into. The dragon spoke the name of a powerful, corrupted oracle, Okeanos. She must have known that you are hunting down the Eye of Pythaderkin and made a copy of it to mislead you.
She must have the original then. We must find it.
You barely escaped total corruption. You've scarcely had time to recover, yet you're joining the fray already? You're a tough woman indeed. Okeanos will feel no need to hide. She has sunk all ships capable of making the crossing to her isle, and keeps them from being raised from the depths with a curse that will need to be lifted.
After what happened with this imitation of the Eye of Pythaderkin, it's clear that this is beyond my abilities.
Trust me, young oracle. Your powers will be enough, just so long as you do not allow yourself to be blinded by pride again. Let us take up position in the old oratorium and spill some dragonkin blood. You'll be able to become twice as strong then, you'll see. As for spells, the only person able to teach them to you is Okeanos' former apprentice.
And who is that?
I believe you know her already. She is called Almantea.
Did you see the stranger following behind Astria just now?
Yes, I saw her. It looked as though she'd been terribly deformed by dragon's blood. I hope the hunter will keep an eye on her.
I expected the citizens here to be wary of me. After all, I embody everything most humans fear when they think of the dragon blood. My arrival could lead to trouble that would not be to the Council's liking.
Old woman, what happened to you?
A long time ago, I failed to become one of your kind. I was young, full of pride, and convinced I had the potential to become one of the strongest oracles. This world does not treat idiots kindly, and I was marred by Pythaderkin's blood. If the oracles had not put me through a test of will, as we did for you, I would not have survived. Today, I keep watch over the isles of the old world instead. Grand Oracle, this is no doubt your last chance to save Pythaderkin. Trust us, the traitress holds the key.
I'd be surprised if that were true. I knew Okeanos before Delphi-Ippolis fell. If she went over to the enemy, then the call we heard in Dracomundus is surely nothing more than a common sham.
How can you be so sure, Almantea?
You already know my answer to that, old woman. So save your posturing. Okeanos herself taught me all I know about her brutality and her sick traps.
I remember well. Her ambitions of becoming Grand Oracle were opposed,
powerful though she was, and you paid the price. She was the most powerful witch seen in an age, back when this title really meant something. That being said, I think your apprentice is right to want to go after her. Whether the call is a trap or not, Okeanos deserves to die. I did not think I would need to convince you of that.
You do not know her as I do. You were never subjected to her lunacy or her foul pride, never tasted her rage, never heard the crackle of her lightning magic directed towards you. Facing her would be a madness that I would not wish on anyone, and Astria least of all.
Almantia, with all due respect, you taught me to listen to the abyss of Dracomundus as you would the depths of the human heart, and listen to you talk. You sound less like a grand oracle, and more like a terrified apprentice. I know what it means to face one's mentor, Grand Oracle, and I understand your fear. Okeanos is skilled in deception, that much is sure. But there is no need for concern. It is we that are the hunters here, and she our prey.
Thank you for speaking so plainly, Astria. As always, your frankness has its merits. Well then, I will teach you the counterspell that will allow you to reach Okeanos. Show me I was wrong to fear this traitress, my apprentice.
The Dragonkin have walked right into our trap. We'll have the blood we need for the ritual soon enough.
Once the ritual is finished, Astria's counterspell will remain in place for just a moment. I'll guide you to the traitress. Take a few planks with you while heading down to the water, and I'll take care of the rest.
I'm ready. It's time to send Okeanos back to her maker and recover our relic.
Protect your fellow hunter. I will get the boat ready. Do not allow the Dragonkin to interrupt the ritual.
I feel their blood feeding my power. Enough! I think that should suffice for a few minutes. Do not waste a moment! Good hunting!
Did you recover what I asked for? Do not waste a moment. Your friend's powers are unstable, and Okeanos could gain the upper hand at any moment. I have a boat here that I raised up from the seabed and repaired. Let us be off.
You are not the one who lifted my spell! What right do you have to stand before me? Me, who knows the indescribable whispers of Dracomundus! Me, who helped Xanthenios, Lord of the Ocean, to topple an entire civilization! Me, who reigns here alone!
By Pythodurkin, you're still alive! I feared Okorobia had made short work of you. Do you have the eye of Pythodurkin? There's not a moment to lose.
Hunter, Dragon Tamer, you cannot remain here with this relic. Please return to the Temple of Pythodurkin as quick as you can.
We are heading there now. These guards, the snow has made them nervous. It started to fall the moment you were forced to kill Okorobia, almost as though the skies themselves have been purging themselves of excess magic.
By the Eternal, snow? Even though we're right in the middle of summer?
Black magic, that's what I'm telling you. And the oracles are not done yet. May Miriel protect us from whatever they're about to do in their temples together with the Dragon Tamer.
Grand Oracle, our plan worked. We have recovered the eye of Pythodurkin.
Good. Now we will see whether your intuition was correct, Astria. Whether it is indeed Pythodurkin that calls for our aid.
So you think it possible? Did I manage to convince you after all?
Now that Okorobia is no more, we can be sure of one thing at least. The call in Dracomundus is not her doing. Let us be off, Astria. It is time for you to hear the voice of the dragon that gave you its powers. May my voice carry into the depths of Dracomundus. May my words reach the one who sent the call. I am Almantea, Grand Oracle of Pythodurkin, and I hear you.
Help. You must help us. We are under siege. There are survivors here.
This is not the voice of a dragon.
We are oracles. We were left alone with Delphiopolis, below the ocean's depths.
We have been besieged. We recovered an eye of Pythodurkin.
But the collective are pressing forward. We cannot hold out much longer.
How can we reach you? Oracles? Answer me, sisters.
Allow me, Almantea. You speak in my home.
No! The dragon! He's using the eye to enhance his power! Grand Oracle, you must stop the ritual!
If you want to save your sisters who survived the fall of Delphiopolis, Grand Oracle, you must be willing to make a sacrifice. You need only allow me to access your soul.
The Grand Oracle is still alive, but unconscious. The other oracles are doing their best to bring her back to us, but I think we will need to find another solution. We are dragon hunters, and you have already proven once before that the Banished Lords are not invincible. We must weed out this evil from its roots by finding a way below the ocean's depths to vanquish the dragon itself. Perhaps the nomads have a potion that would make that possible. I will approach the council.
Hunter, I fear there is no such potion that would allow you to breathe underwater.
I know of no relic that could help us either. Nonetheless, we must hunt down this dragon and save our Grand Oracle.
I may have a solution, but it is not without risk. We have an elemental right, back in Nurargard. By combining this with ice, it allows us to resist the fatal frostbite that would otherwise be suffered from the blood of the pale dragon. If you were to carry out this rite using water instead, perhaps it would allow you to withstand the power of the ocean.
So it would be wise for all the hunters to go through this ritual, as well as the new apprentice and Deluculum Jerome.
The new apprentice, Council?
Sun Khan has been forced to withdraw from the hunt once and for all. He was weakened during the hunt for Kalaarang, and we have doubts about his capacity to continue resisting the voices. So I have found a replacement.
You will find her at Neurogard, where she is following the teachings of another hunter, Yorn. As for the Deluculum, Cornelis, I'll leave that to you. Hunters, All you need do now is find Alaric and head for the north. He left with his troops for Syrah after you lifted the spell that previously made it inaccessible. One last thing, Hunter. You may have heard the guards call you Dragon Tamer, due to the Wyrmling accompanying you. I find it quite fitting, however, since you won your fight against Kalaarang. So please consider this an official title from now on. Good hunting, hunters.
Soldiers, head out! Stop them from gaining ground! Everyone, in position. Form 2 lines before the rest can get here. Thank you for assisting us. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Captain Alex, from Montescail. We were sent here to defeat the enemy leaders before the Dragonkin could reorganize themselves. Sarah managed to alight right by their camp, but we did not. If you want to reach him, you'll need to head to the beach in the southwest. It's behind enemy lines, though. We still have ships offshore, but they are unable to approach because of the harpies that are hounding them. If you destroy the nests while my men keep the front lines in check, this should allow us to advance. Luck be with you, Dragon Tamer. Excellent. Soldiers, onward. Watch out! This monster has the same powers as the oracles of old. Let us part ways here. I'll gather my men together, and we'll find our own way to reach Sarah. The route to the beach is clear, and the ship you'll find there is at your disposal. If I may be permitted to make a suggestion, Dragon Tamer, I would recommend disembarking to the rear of the enemy forces. You should be able to clear the way for our troops. Good luck, and may the dragon never tempt you.
Hunter? What are you doing here? Did the council send you?
It's the Dragon Tamer, sir. He's just arrived from Montescail.
Ah, you must be with Astria then.
Good job dispersing the enemy, Dragon Tamer. I saw the harpies take off, and it allowed me to reach Alaric. I have not been able to speak with him yet, though. The corrupted have scarcely let up their attacks.
We will speak later. You did well dispersing the Dragonkin by taking care of their leader, but they will not remain vulnerable as they are for long. We must not hesitate to wipe them out for good.
We will speak once we stand on the smoking remains of their camp, then.
Well said. Then there is no time to lose. Let us press ahead.
We're under attack.
Hold your positions! Astria, I need you over here!
I'm on my way, Alaric! Soldiers, get back! We'll take care of the Dragonkin.
They're not letting up! Hunter, they're getting around this magic barrier to attack us. Find out how they're doing it, and lift the spell!
Nicely done.
Press ahead, and bring the ram!
We're nearly there. Keep going.
What passion for combat, Astria. I haven't seen you so eager since back in our training days.
There is much at stake. The Dragon Tamer and I will explain all as soon as we have wiped out this camp.
I would also like to speak with you, Hunter. But first, let us finish off the enemy.
Here's an obstacle that we can use the ram against. The rest, with me.
Astria, Hunter, get ready to storm the camp. Good. Now that the Dragonkin have been taken care of, may I know why you came looking for me?
Auspex de Cleval wants all the hunters to take part in one of the Toriel clan's rituals. Yorn and the new apprentice are already there at Noragart. You're the only one left.
The new apprentice? So, Son Khan succumbed after all?
No, but the Grand Tracker does not want to take any risks.
I can't say I disagree. What is this ritual for?
It's a long story, but I'll tell you everything once we reach the Toriel clan.
Very well. I'll join you as soon as my men have secured the area. Hunter, I wanted to speak with you about what you and Son Khan discovered in Jaxara. This civilization that fell after having clashed with the Order of the Eternal. Our forebears were convinced of a single truth, that they were the people blessed with the discovery of the scales of Miriel. The Alliance has shown us that this is not the whole truth. I became a knight because I wanted to protect the innocent and spread the light of the Eternal. What happened in Jaxara has only made the dragon stronger, and I fear this will help no one. I do not know how you feel about the Order, but know that we have changed. In any case, I will not allow anyone to increase the dragon's strength by causing division among us.
Dragon Tamer, we finally managed to fix the bridge. Hunter Astria, Sarah Larrick, and Deluculum Jerome have already left. Take care going through. We spotted some odd-looking corrupted not far from here.
These corrupted are attacking the village. We cannot allow them to continue. Carry on along this path while I force the rest of them out of hiding. I spotted Alaric. It seems he followed a trail here. Jerome is with him too. I would not be surprised if they also needed our help.
Alaric, look, help has arrived. It's the hunter.
Come to our aid, quickly! By the Eternal, I do detest these escort missions. Keep going, Hunter, and clear a path for us while I administer a potion to Deluculum Jerome.
May the Eternal keep you safe, Dragon Tamer.
Master Yorn, look! Reinforcements!
By Toriel, just in time. Finally, we'll be able to break through their siege. We'll have to fight our way out. Let's see whether Son Khan has taught you anything new, Dragon Tamer. Elemental rite that will allow us to breathe underwater? Are you sure? This rite is usually one reserved for aspiring dragon blood after years of training, and even they do not always survive.
We are dragon hunters, Yorn. We survived worse.
Us, maybe, but not her.
I am ready, Master Yorn.
Oh, so you're the new apprentice?
Yes, I'm Sumdia.
Well, this will be your chance to see other hunters at work. You only need to follow Astria's lead. It's hard to imagine anyone whose methods are more different from mine.
What do we need to carry out this rite?
I'll consult on this with the elders and the Skalds. Then let's split up. That should help things move along faster.
Are you sure you want to learn a ritual that uses dragon's blood, Jerome? It goes against the Order's teachings.
The Meridius and I are of the opinion that sticking to the teachings too strictly will only lead to our downfall. The tragedy that befell the civilization of Jaxara, for example, no doubt happened because they were too zealous in their beliefs.
I'm happy to see that we agree there.
I'm looking forward to seeing other methods of combat. Master Yorn is not always very good at explaining things.
Don't worry. I'll take care to make sure you're able to watch what I'm doing.
Right. I've consulted with the Skalds. There are a few items we need to gather. Glacial water, pure as crystal. Ancient amulets detailing the ritual. And a certain amount of dragon's blood. You can leave that last one to me.
Alaric and I will take care of the water. I will be waiting for you to bring it here for me to bless it, sir.
I will no doubt have need of you, Dragon Tamer.
Which leaves the amulets for us.
Take the new hunter with you. You'll need to explore ruins that are likely overrun with Dragonkin.
Huh. Everyone wants to work alongside the slayer of the banished lord in the jungle, it seems. Make your choice. We'll be waiting. We must take care. Given the number of corrupted that attacked the village, every step here could be our last. They know we're here. Watch my back. That should be enough. I'll take this water to Jerome to be blessed. See you at the ritual.
According to Yorn, there is an abandoned village here that was once home to Skalds before the Dragonkin intensified their attacks. It should be fairly easy to find the amulets we need for the ritual there.
Well, let's head over there.
According to the Skalds, the amulets have been part of this ritual for thousands of years. It originally existed for all elements, but the clan no longer draws on any now except ice. The others should still be here. Well, that's the amulet sorted. Jerome should be able to learn the ritual now.
That was very impressive, Hunters.
You didn't come out of it too badly either.
Astria, may I make a request of you? How would you feel about overseeing my training from now on?
I would be honored, Samdia.
Oh, thank you. Thank you many times over.
Let's meet at the ritual locations. See you there. Do not withdraw. Resist by drawing on your own strength. Hatred is a tool of the enemy. Be serene, be sure of yourself, and think about who you are protecting. In this way, the scale of light will protect you.
It's like my clan's process of meditation, finding strength through inner peace.
Couldn't you have done your meditation elsewhere until our dragon tamer got here? Poor Jerome must be finding it hard to bear this heresy.
I will survive, but thank you for your concern, Hunter. Well, we are all here. This ritual requires 2 steps. I will start by creating a nexus, a kind of spell. There's no doubt that this will draw in any nearby Dragonkin, so you will need to cover me. I will let you know the second step once it is time. Ready? With me, now! I call on the Great Eternal, on his blessed and almighty light. May your servant Toriel aid us. May he recognize this spilled blood as that of his enemies, vanquished in his name, so that he may acknowledge our strength and our valor. May these amulets, cut from the rock of Nurogart, bear witness to our pledge to protect all of his creation. Toriel, protector of the clan, hear us and grant us the power to withstand the abyss. There. Yes, that seems to have worked. Now, we need to cross through, ensuring we are fully immersed before we come out again.
I'll go for...
No!
Apprentice! Apprentice! Stay with me.
I'm not...
She's too weak. My band...
Samdia!
I'm not afraid.
Too weak.
Sumdia, may the Eternal watch over you.
Let us leave this place. There's nothing more we can do here.
Wait, Hunter. This ritual has woken the dead. We cannot leave here without fixing this first.
Go back, Jailanung. I'll take care of the undead. And if there's a warrior worthy of that name here willing to help me, I'll be glad to have them. Allow me to introduce you to the Doyenne, Dragon Tamer. She's the leader of our Skalds, and it is her job to keep our clan's history and legends alive. She knows about what happened with the undead.
I suspect they were awakened by a memorial stone. It is an ancient magic linked to both Pale Dragon's blood and the blessings of Toriel. Hardly anyone knows how this kind of spell works anymore, ever since the Pale Dragon betrayed the Eternal. That being said, one of my fellow Skalds has decided to visit some ruins he knows well. He is hoping to find answers there. I imagine he will be able to tell you more than I, hunters.
Well then, let's press on! Ha! I wouldn't worry about the Skalds if I were you. They may not know how to fight, but their sharp minds make it difficult for the Dragonkin to catch them. We do not need to be quite as astute ourselves, and so much the better.
As Doyenne and head of the Skalds, I have been tasked with watching over the clan's history. Pale Dragon's blood is the greatest danger we have ever faced. Those who drink it lose their memory, to the point that they no longer have any concept of time. They end up trapped in a single moment of their existence, one that the dragon has chosen in order to manipulate them. We normal humans that are left will not live for as long as the dragon blood, but our memories will stay intact for as long as we still live. That's why we created epic sagas, the poems, which serve as a record of our entire history. The most prestigious of these accounts is the clan's poem. Toriel himself gifted us a great memory tree to preserve it, which we call the Akedict. If you would like to see it, you'll find it on a small island in a lake at high altitude, not far from here. Another day, I will tell you more about the clan's poem and the memory tree. For now, you have a mission ahead of you.
Here's the Skald, surrounded by Dragonkin, it would seem.
That's enough! Away with you, vermin!
With all due respect, good Skald, you were just as easy to find as a novice.
Oh, don't start, Hunter Yorn. Were you sent here to rescue me? Or to assist me?
To assist you, I imagine. The Doyenne said you would know what to do to stop the dead from being brought back to life.
Ah, it's not quite as simple as that. Let's see. By carrying out the water ritual, you woke an ancient magic here. To be frank, I expected that too much digging around in the past could end with us speaking to a dragon, as we have often seen.
Get to the point. Before the corrupted are able to ambush us again.
So be it. You never did pay much attention to your lessons in any case. You see this small tablet next to me? It may be a memorial stone. I'd like to study it. The presence of Dragonkin only further supports my feeling that this must be the case.
Well, what does the tablet say?
It's sure to please you, Hunter Yorn. It recounts a battle. One that, thanks to the activation of the memorial stone carved into this tablet, is being brought back to life around us.
How can a memory be given life?
Precisely. The dead, or rising again, are unaware of the time that has passed. They think only of continuing the fight that led to their deaths before.
So what? We kill them all?
Of course not. If all you do is kill them, the next outdated ritual we carry out will cause them to awaken all over again. If you really want us to be rid of them for good, you will need to conclude the battle.
Fight alongside our forebears, is that it?
Those that are left of them, at least. I would not be surprised if they have been affected by the pale dragon's blood that was spilled here since their deaths. You should expect them to resemble the Dragonkin.
Battle. Valiant souls waiting to be freed. This is what I've been waiting for. Come, Dragon Tamer. Perhaps this act will earn us a place in the clan's poem.
The battle has begun. What are you doing behind the lines? Press forward! For Toriel! For Jarl Fafnir!
Fafnir? So this battle dates back to the previous Jarl. Take care. This is not Jaxara. The Dragonkin we are about to face were once some of the most ferocious fighters the Nurugard had ever known. These Dragonkin are mine. Haven't you had enough glory? Let me write my own story.
Down with their catapults! Our walls are safe! Glory to Toriel! We're keeping them back! Find their leaders and smash their skulls to pieces! Down with the Dragonkin!
This fight is mine. You've earned enough praise already, Dragon Tamer.
A fool! He threw himself right into the serpent's mouth! A dragon went this way! He's going to get himself killed!
Leave them to me! Can't you see I've got the situation under control? Back off!
Welcome, hunters, to my master's domain!
No! Impossible! Victory is ours! It's our turn to be written into the clan's poem. The battle is over, my brothers and sisters. Let us depart from here.
Why did you intervene? Couldn't you be content with staying on the sidelines and watching my victory? What? Do you think you should be the only one to hunt the dragons down? That since you're our little prodigy, that makes you better than us? I have done everything for a chance to be written into the clan's poem, but you just had to ruin my best opportunity. You run off to Montescail and tell Trulson everything is in order again. I'm staying here to do my duty as a dragonblood. Why did Trulson have to assign me such a useless apprentice? And why did the only other hunter who agreed to bear witness have to think himself the entire clan's hero?
Dragon Tamer, Diluculum Jerome told us that the dead came back to life following the elemental resistance ritual. Have you and Yorn resolved the situation?
A battle based on the memories of the dead, you say? I will never fail to be surprised by the things that dragon's blood is capable of.
We cannot sit back and do nothing. We have set a dangerous chain of events in motion, and will need to put a stop to it. Yorn wants to be written into the clan's poem at any cost, and here is his chance.
So long as your old apprentice is not about to throw himself into a battle that he cannot win just to impress the Skalds, Jarl Trulson. Yorn's passion is the stuff of legend, and without his brother there to control it, I fear the worst could happen.
You are right, Cornelis. Dragon Tamer, go and join forces with Yorn. If you can regain control of Toriel's lands and the frontier, this should give us a chance to stop the dragon from burning our village to the ground.
I am looking into new ways to help the hunters. Perhaps your traditions hold secrets that could be exploited?
Oh, why is the Dwyer not here when I need her? You'd better pour yourself a drink, Meridius. This may take a while.
What are you doing here? The council didn't send you to hunt down another dragon. I don't care if Trulson is worried. Legends are not made by careful men, after all. Since you're here, you might as well make yourself useful. Look, since we lost control of the region, this fjord has become a choke point. The Fallen have been bombarding the ships trying to leave the clan from the cliffs above. There are many old Dragonblood that will soon be forced to join Toriel and are blocked off down there. If we do nothing, the Serpent will succeed in taking hold of their souls, and they will burn the village down from the inside. And that's not all. The undead have taken advantage of this situation and taken captives from among the wrecks. They were led by the same pale dragon that we saw in the illusion. He's rather evasive, but I think we should still be able to catch him. I'll deal with the Dragonkin and their war machines by the fjords. While I'm at that, you find the captives and see if you can speak with them. Taking the head of this pale dragon will be my way into the clan's poem.
Tarl be praised. Thank you, Hunter. These cursed sons of dragons attacked my entire crew. They dragged them away beyond the Bridge of the Fallen, and left me here to rot. A small, pale dragon, eh? Indeed, that rings a bell. I would not be surprised if this scaled piece of filth is holed up in the abandoned village on the other side of the bridge. But don't count on me to get you there. I'm not ready to join Toriel just yet.
No, Yorn. I don't think that will be enough.
I cleared the way and stopped an invasion from inside our walls, Doyen.
Certainly. But look at the Dragon Tamer. He has slain a banished lord and Dracomundus, Yorn. Are you claiming to have done the same? Dragon Tamer, I must speak with you.
She wants to offer you a place in the clan's poem? You? Because you killed a banished lord and helped me send the dead back to their graves? Apparently you earned it?
It's not a question of merit, Yorn. Everything you have done, you did for glory. But our friend here did it out of a sense of duty, without looking for anything in return.
Excuses, Doyen. Let's go, Dragon Tamer. Tell me what you found out about the pale dragon that taunts us. The village of snake men? Excellent. See, Doyen, I will liberate the Bridge of the Fallen and kill the pale dragon that is raising the dead and nearly took out our clan. You won't be able to deny I deserve my place in the poem then.
Only a few have crossed the Bridge of the Fallen and returned alive, Dragon Tamer. Please, watch over Yorn. I fear he is blinded by pride.
So, the Jarl did not trust me to kill these corrupted. I thought as much. Puh, no matter. Just so long as I can return with the dragon's hide. The village of Snakemen is just on the other side of this bridge. Ever since Fafnir was turned, the Dragonkin have used this place as a base. They have fortifications, but there must be a way to get past them. Before, this village was a fort. It was the former Jarl Fafnir who built it. It was used as a support base for organizing attacks against the clan's enemies. Fafnir was the greatest of our warriors in the war between men. When the Serpent corrupted him, it was Trulson who was forced to take his place. After the Battle of the Breach, the clan was no longer able to defend this place. In truth, since we joined the Alliance, we've only seen things get worse for us. That is until today. Today, I will take everything that belongs by right to the clan back from the Fallen. Guardians, we'll need to rid ourselves of them quick, or the dragon will slip through our fingers.
Gifts to the Fallen! For Jarl
Fafnir!
Don't listen to them! The serpent has trapped them in their own memories.
For the clan! Down with the invaders!
They have cleared out. Did you hear? They're after your friend Scale. Get us out of here before they can use us to take them from you. Hunter, they don't care about the clan. It's your Scales they're after. They want to reawaken Fafnir. Jarl Trulson imprisoned him in a draconic ice, but your Scales of Light would be able to release him. The Pale Dragon is nothing more than bait. You must catch up with your hunter friend, or the dead will free a monster capable of taking out the clan all by himself.
You will not protect your master. Toriel will ensure my axe strikes true. Glory to the Eternal!
That's it. We have him surrounded. You've fallen for our trap, Hunter. Seize his scale and take the captive to Fafnir. Fire Serpent!
These cursed dead.
Want to take me alive?
But glory will be mine.
Retrieve my scale, and Fafnir will be mine.
Arise, Jarl Fafnir! Trulson's spell is broken. By the power of our master, arise!
For the clan! Glory to the illustrious! By the power of Toriel, I live again! By the light of the Eternal, I will overcome! Back, Dragonkin!
I need time. Kill Fafnir, vile hunter, but Yorn is ours! Death is but a word for those that follow the serpent!
Where is Yorn? His scale of light. Captured. Better for him to have died rather than allow himself to be taken. Dragon blood that end up joining the enemy side are no doubt the most formidable dragonkin out there. We'll need to find a way to save Yorn, or the clan will burn before the day of the poem arrives. I'll look into it. Come find me again later in the council room. If I have not managed to find anything, the other heads of the Alliance are sure to be able to help us. As for you, there's still a dragon to fight.
Let's go. We need to locate the dragon. What a strange sensation. It feels like there's a knot in my throat. And this place. I would have loved Samdia to have seen this. If we want to find out where the dragon is, we first need to find the other oracles. They will no doubt know more than we do. Let's split up for now. If I find anything, I'll let you know. I assure you, it is true. We are here thanks to one of the Toriel clan's rituals.
From Neurogard? Impossible! You'll not take me in with your lies!
Dragon Tamer, we made a mistake. The survivors were not in the library, but here. under this dome emitting a familiar energy. And they are taking us for traitors.
If you want to enter our refuge, Dragon Hunters, you will need to prove you are not corrupted.
We answered your call. Is that not enough?
The oracle we spoke with was overwhelmed by the dragon's whispers, and the one beside you arrives accompanied by a wyrmling. It is only right that we would be suspicious.
So be it. What must we do to prove it to you then? Our Grand Oracle's life hangs in the balance.
The dragon that keeps us trapped here has protected its breach by means of a spell, and only a spell of equal strength can dispel it. This was inscribed on a corrupted parchment and hidden away in the library.
In that case, light the last Tholos for us, and allow us to enter the library and recover it.
Not so fast. The library itself is a labyrinth, with walls that shift and move. If you want any chance of making your way through without becoming lost, you will need the Key of Aria to open the doors. Recover it from the corrupted, and I will have all the proof I need. Our city survived, thanks to the sacrifice made by Pythaderkin, the dragon who founded our order. When another banished lord discovered his breach, he wrapped himself around him and pulled him down into the abyss, bringing our city down with him. The shield that protects us appeared not long after that. We think it must be a miracle of the Eternal, a manifestation of Pythaderkin's soul, charged with protecting us from beyond the grave. The Dragonkin are unable to penetrate it.
Here, we have the Key of Aria, sister. Have we done enough for you to believe our words?
Incredible. So, what you said about the ritual, the alliance, Montescail, it's all true?
Would I be here with this outsider otherwise? We even managed to defeat a banished lord, and all we ask is that you allow us to do so once more.
In that case, enter. And welcome to the sunken city of Delphipolis, dear visitors. Corrupted! They've managed to get past Pythaderkin's shield!
Hunter, protect the survivors! The tunnels! We must collapse them and stop our enemies from reaching this place!
Thank you, Dragon Hunters. Without you, the Dragonkin would have triumphed. You have more than earned entry to the library. Take care, though. Since the fall, the dragon's voice has become even stronger there.
Now that the Dragonkin have found a way to enter the sanctuary, one of us will need to stay here to push the next waves of enemies back. I'll leave you to explore the library, but be quick about it. I will not be able to withstand an entire army for long.
You? Here? What tenacity! Oh, but I recognize you, Hunter. Yes, it was you in Kalaarang. My congratulations. The newcomer has caused a sensation indeed. He may have had the speech of a human youngling, but he was one of us, even so. I imagine I should try to corrupt you, but I do prefer an awareness to my prey. What fun is there in leading a mindless army after all? Oh, and while we're recounting our great exploits, shall I tell you mine? This library is so close to Dracomundus that you will not escape my voice either way. It was me who killed Pythodercan. I corrupted an oracle and made her open a breach right here. The humans were far too preoccupied to save their benefactor. Pythodercan had no chance against me, but he surprised me all the same. Sacrificing himself for a handful of primates, what a waste!
The Dragonkin are piling on the pressure. Their Lord Dragon is almost free. By entering the library, we freed a great number of corrupted that have hurried to aid their master.
I've come to lend you a hand. I see you have the parchment that should break the spell. Let us take a look.
This spell is...
It is impossible for you to cast. It would kill you. You are not strong enough.
Perhaps. But it's our only chance to stop the Banished Lord.
It would be suicide. Astria, we have already lost Son Khan and Sumdir. We cannot lose you too.
We are dragon hunters. If we must sacrifice ourselves, that is what we will do. Pray for me, Jerome.
By the Eternal, Miriel and all the Drachiels, you were still alive.
Jerome? Dragon Tamer,
Your eyes.
I must stay here for the moment. There are more important... Hunter, the Banished Lord can no longer keep himself hidden. There's no time to lose.
So be it. According to the city's oracles, there is a shrine that could serve as a draconic seal right by the breach of Xantaneos. However, it will need to be consecrated again before it can be used. It is as I feared. The seal has been corrupted, just as the gates of the Eternal were. The Dragonkin has broken its link to the Eternal. I will need to sanctify it once more. Go! Illuminate your scale of light and send the enemy back to the depths.
Dragon Tamer, greetings. You want to bring me a taste of what is to come on the surface? Or perhaps you've come to avenge your oracle friend? What sacrifice? Giving up her sight to counter a spell that I could cast again with a simple snap of my talons. Just as soon as I am free once more. What futility, and yet how poetic. And you, Hunter, do you need to put on a passionate show of your sense of loss for me? I can already feel freedom calling, like wind on my scales, and I hear Montescail chanting my name. That's it, Hunter. Fight! Don't back down now! It seems mortal. And why do you not answer me? Does the silence console you so? Or do you simply have nothing to say? Against me? Did I make a mistake? Perhaps you could bring me the power I lack in exchange for my knowledge? Just think on it, Hunter. Let me lead Dracomundus, and I'll help you defend the sky against the rest of them prowling around down there. There is much worse to fear down here than me. You fool! Your ignorance will leave you open to his grand designs.
Hunters, Deluculum. You took a considerable risk and overcame the odds. Your daring saved my life. But at what cost?
Grand Oracle, when I joined the hunt, I knew that meant giving up my life if it meant keeping the banished lords at bay. Losing only my sight to take the life of a dragon. That is a price I am willing to pay.
And you, Jerome, why take such risks?
I deserve no praise, Grand Oracle. The risks I take while running to the hunter's side, and they are always there to protect me. It is the dragon tamer you should thank. Speaking of which, the surviving oracles of Delphipolis offered us a gift to thank us for having freed them from the banished lord. It is a fragment of the dome that protected them from the ocean.
It's a tiny fragment of Pytho Durkin's soul. Golden and blessed by the Eternal himself. We must share this with the Council. This relic could be of real benefit to us.
You succeeded. Once again, a show of force that is sure to go down in history.
I am happy to have aided you in the fight against this dragon, my friend. But I fear it's time now for me to retire.
The hospice will be happy to take you in.
The hospice? Certainly not! I will prepare for negotiations between Montescail and the survivors of Delphipolis. We have collected several very powerful relics, and we will need someone to watch over them.
I'm happy to see your spirit has not been dampened, but there are not many of us left. We will need to take great care, now more than ever. Dragon Tamer, the Council is sending me to Erde-Nor. If you need me, you'll know where to find me.
Council, the Dragon of Nororgart has taken one of our hunters captive. It will surely tap into his potential to create a monster and slowly turn him into a warlord that cannot be stopped. We must act, and quickly.
Could we not just hunt him down and take him out? The Dragon Tamer should be more than capable.
I do not have a whole army of dragon blood worthy of being made hunters under my command, Almantia, and neither do I have the intention of abandoning a member of my clan, no matter how disagreeable he may be.
What would happen if we were able to take Yorn back and return his scale of light to him? The dragon would no longer be able to reach him.
Yorn is a dragon blood like me, de Clerval. We are linked to the serpent, even while we are still whole. If he has passed on to the other side, something as simple as a scale of Drakiel would not be enough to bring him back to us.
If it is not a question of strength, the liberation of Delphipolis may provide us with a solution. The dome fragment gifted to us by the survivors of the sunken city allowed us to return Son Kan's scale of light to its original brilliance. The centuries during which it has been used are no longer noticeable, and it has even taken its original shape.
If this primordial scale were to be put around Yorn's neck, perhaps it could disrupt the link between hunter and dragon, even if the one is much stronger than the other.
We will need to act quickly. If Yorn is too far corrupted, the Eternal's light could harm rather than heal him.
If he is beyond help, destruction would be the more noble fate left to him. Either way.
In that case, Hunter, Alaric has the primordial scale in Erde-Nor. Saving a hunter should take priority over his current mission. Find Alaric and recover the scale.
Dragon Tamer, over here. Ah, your scale of light. By the Eternal, thank you. This place was supposed to have been conquered, and Ser Alaric is on his way to finish off Sor Iknog with the primordial scale. But we underestimated that cursed dragon. He has already created another cult. Alaric called my unit for help, but the corrupted pushed us back. Their incessant attacks have left us spread thin. We must find my men again and join Ser Alaric before the corrupted can pick them off. Time is of the essence.
For the Eternal!
They will not kill me so easily. Glory to the Eternal and the Alliance.
Ser Alaric, we've arrived with reinforcements.
Dragon Tamer? Well, Alex, you've certainly been busy.
Thank you, Dragon Tamer.
We didn't expect to meet with such resistance here. This place is a real war zone. Alex, deploy your men. And you, Dragon Tamer, what are you doing here? Another ritual in Nororgart? Or have you come to tell me about the death of another banished lord? Yorn? But how? Well, Astria would not be surprised.
Captain, Ser Alaric, we're under attack!
Damn it! What is this monster?
Alex! Pull your men back! The Dragon Tamer and I will take care of this. It's a real campaign that we will need to lead here in order to reach Sor Iknog. So much for the hopes we had of getting this over with quickly. You can take the primordial scale. Until we have peace in Erde-Nor, I will have no use for it. As for the rest, your help here would be appreciated. If we are to launch this attack, we will need to mobilize all of the Alliance's forces.
Dragon Tamer! There you are at last!
These cursed Dragonkin attacked the Tree of Poems. The Ike-Dict is up in flames. It's Yorn leading the attack. We must stop him, or we can say goodbye to centuries of our history. Follow me, Dragon Tamer. I'll show you the way to the Ike-Dict. Then I must head back to protect the clan.
The memories from the clan's poem have been set free, and got mixed up with the Dragonkin. Take care, my Jarl.
Wait. Look. This memory. I think it could be me. When I was younger. Yes, it is. I remember that night well. You can follow this ghost, Hunter. It will guide you as far as the Ike-Dict. I'm going back to protect the clan. May Toriel watch over you. Father, the Dragonkin will pay. I promise you. They showed your body no respect. I'll make them regret not having destroyed your weapons. May Mother forgive me. May Toriel watch over me. I killed them? I am capable. Father, be proud. I will join the Jarl's war troops in your name. This noise. We're fighting close to the Ike-Dict. The Tree of Poems is there. And there are so many fallen. No, Harold. Pull yourself together. You can't throw in the towel so easily. Go! Fear is the dragon's weapon. The father. The clan. For Toriel! No! I'm sorry, my Jarl. I thought I would be able to manage.
You came here alone, Harold? And this axe, it's your father's, isn't it?
I wanted to avenge him. Have mercy, my Jarl, please. Don't banish me. I know I disobeyed the curfew. I didn't mean any harm.
Banish you? Ah! I would not want to banish an axe as valiant as yours, young man. I'd rather see you join my troops a few years from now.
Truly? Oh, please let me become like you, Jarl Fafnir.
No, you will become better still.
Listen well, vile monster. It's like the Jarl said. The most valiant axes have a place in his army. And soon, I will be a dragon hunter. Soon, I too will have my name in the poem. So make your retreat, corrupted. Go back to wherever you came from. Ha!
No! The tree has been destroyed! Toriel, preserve us!
The Dragonkin have paid for their crimes, at least.
Jarl, the day of the poem is almost upon us. Can we still receive the blessing from Toriel without the Eke-Dict?
Dragon Tamer, who led the assault?
Yorn? Ah! What bad luck! He would have made for an easy target.
It's not over yet. Dragon Tamer, if Yorn has succumbed, you will find him beyond the Pale Cry. A powerful blizzard that is home to the Serpent's strongest troops. It has only been crossed once before, so you should not expect a warm welcome.
But, my Jarl, without the Ike-Dict, it will be impossible to get through the blizzard. Nobody would be able to withstand the force of the Pale Cry without having been blessed by Toriel himself. And that can only be brought about by the day of the poem. We are lost.
Of course not, Doyen. The Ike-Dict is not irreplaceable.
What are you saying? The forest of memory trees was buried under Fafnir's glacier.
Perfect. Then we know where to start looking. And we can be sure that a few seeds will still be preserved within the ice. Now we just need to locate them.
Replanting an Akedict. It's bold. I'll give you that. You would need powerful magic to break the ice. Let's see. Dragon Tamer. Let's meet at Fafnir's lair. Given the destruction you have sown, I should be able to enter without any problems.
Take at least one scale of light to protect yourself from the voice of the serpent, Doyen. I will ask Cornelis to entrust us with one.
Ah, cursed amulets. So be it. See you later, Dragon Tamer. What desolation. Come, see that small tablet. Do you remember what it is? You have used one once before. It's a memorial stone. If I'm able to use it, this may show us where we can find a memory tree. You will need to head to this location to find a seed. But activating the tablet may attract the attention of a few fallen.
That's fair enough, the insolent mortal! You have no chance against my master. Don't think you'll be able to save your friend.
We've got him cornered. Press ahead, Dragon Tamer. Take him down! Hells, are you all right? I know my arrival here is unexpected, but the explanations can wait. The dragon is in the process of stripping Yorn of his wits entirely. And if we hang about much longer, even the primordial scale will not be able to help him. You must do all you can to save Yorn. Once that's done, bring him to Montescail and come find me there. The Grand Tracker and I have something we need to speak to both of you about.
Go, savior of our clan. The day of the poem has arrived. Plant the Akedict, so that the Skalds may sing your name. Glory to the Dragon Hunter.
Toriel, hear our song of Harold Trulson, who avenged the father cut down by the Fallen at just 13 years old. He became dragon-blooded, won the games, and succeeded Fafnir the Fallen as head of our clan. He stopped the Fafnir Strid and imprisoned the traitor in a spell for your approval. He heard the call of the oracles and joined the clan with the alliance of men. Both then worked together to banish Sir Ignog, the banished lord in Erde-Nor.
Toriel, hear our song of Dvalin Almarson, who became dragon-blooded by the ancient rites, together with his brother Yorn, and joined the hunt for dragons. He saved the lives of 50 clan members by freezing the fjord's waters before their Drakkar could be sunk, and died defending his own and facing down troops led by the infamous Kalaarang, banished lord of Jaksara.
Toriel, hear our song of the Dragon Tamer, who saved the clan from destruction, who vanquished Fafnir, who slayed the banished lords Kalaarang and Xantaneos, and their powerful servants Jailanung and Okorobia. The clan named him its savior. He repelled the unworthy traitor Yorn, and replanted the Akedict, and he stands before you now to receive your illustrious blessing. You have now been blessed, hero. Go. Take vengeance for the clan against Yarn.
I will speak with the Skalds while you deal with getting our fallen hunter back. I'll do what I can to find a cultist location that could be used to illuminate your scale. Oh, and remember to report to Meridius Cornelis on any effect the primordial scale has on Yorn. He's keeping a close eye on the situation.
There's the traitor! For the clan! Ha! If you need something done, you need to do it yourself. You down there, Dragonkin! If you have any honor left, I'll challenge you to a duel in my fortress. If fear has not crippled you already, I'll break your legs myself.
Time.
What do you think you're doing, dirty traitor? Your Dragonkin will not do anything to make me change my allegiance. What? Who?
What are you doing? No, my servant. He's escaping my control.
Over here. We'll be better able to talk here.
We must speak with you. It would have been better had Alaric been here as well, but he is still on his mission in Erde-Nor.
What has happened, Grand Tracker?
I fear the Alliance is in danger, and you are the only ones I can entrust this to. I asked Sun Khan to keep tabs on you while you were hunting, and he was able to confirm your loyalty.
And then I had to intervene and help the Dragon Tamer and Neuroguard. He would have spoken with you about it in any case.
There is every reason to believe that de Clairval has placed his pawns with a view to carrying out a coup d'etat. Because of the war, the Auspex has had access to all of my clan's innovations, to the Oracle's relics, and even to the Neuroguard's rituals.
If these suspicions are well-founded, the Council will tear itself to pieces from the inside. Everything will be left in tatters.
And the only thing still holding the Alliance together will be you.
The heroes that the people rally behind, that de Clairval sends to carry out the most dangerous missions, like Yorn and you, Astria. Or that he discredits as soon as they come into contact with corruption, like Sun Khan.
But de Clairval is one of the founding members of the Alliance, together with the Grand Oracle.
Not exactly. It was Meridius Cornelis who insisted we create this alliance, and de Clairval only gave in since Sar Eknog's cultists had reached the city gates.
And even if he acted in good faith, it is possible that de Clairval has been corrupted by Sar Eknog's whispers in the meantime. Crimson dragons prefer strength and order. By harboring a desire for vengeance after having lost his arm, the Auspex may have made himself vulnerable over the years.
The problem is that we need proof and we have none. De Clairval has both the motive and the means, but we found nothing that could definitively incriminate him. Astria, Jerome, Dragon Tamer, you and Alaric are the only ones I trust enough to help me separate fact from fiction. If there is indeed some kind of conspiracy at play, we must uncover it.
I will help with the investigations, although I cannot say I share your fears. Jerome, you should be the one to warn Alaric.
I will head there as soon as I have caught up with the Dragon Tamer.
Thank you, hunters. And take care. If anyone wanted to effectively overthrow the Council, you would be their first target.
Now, let us return to your hunt. Since Yorn is not by your side, I suppose this means it is no longer the time to speak of saving him? Dead. After having been in contact with a primordial scale. Dragon Tamer, perhaps it would be better if you returned it to me. Meridius and I still have a lot to learn before it will be able to deliver all its power. You should now be able to focus your efforts on the Serpent at least. Make your way there using the breach that Fafnir opened. That way, we should not need to use the Draconic Seal to reach Dracomundus. You still need to illuminate your scale of light. Fafnir plundered many temples in Domistria. If you happen to come across a shrine that the old Jarl would have built from his plunder, you'll be able to illuminate your scale there. Given the motley nature of the sacred elements we will have at our disposal, you are sure to need my help. Cross the Pale Cry, open a gate of the Eternal when the time is right, and I will join you there. Oh, and don't worry about reporting to the Council. I'll take care of it. I may take this opportunity to see how the Auspex reacts to the news of Yorn's death. Good luck, Hunter. Good. Let's take care of this shrine before the dragon notices we're here. This way. Hunter, this sanctuary has a memorial stone. Using it to illuminate your scale could cause memories to appear. Get ready.
Who dares enter here? Oh, but isn't this the famed dragon tamer and his acolyte, the priest?
Back, dragon! Keep your vile words for the weak of spirit and the fallen that follow you. We are neither common rabble nor corpses. You'll have no effect on us. All these memories. Down there, look! This must be Fafnir, about to enter Dracomundus for his final voyage. Follow his lead, Dragon Tamer, and he'll guide us to the Banished Lord waiting below.
That's it. Follow in the steps of someone who never returned after facing me. Fools.
Don't listen to her. You already triumphed over 2 of her brethren. You will overcome again. She is underestimating you. Keep faith.
My clan! It is time! You fought your way across the world to ready yourselves for this battle. Today, we put an end to these centuries of war. But above all, remember that the memory of you will be preserved by the Skalds. If we succeed, we will achieve immortality, my brothers and sisters. Today, we will take Blitzkrieg's head and bring it back to the clan. Ayar, we have lost too many men. Do not lose your resolve. Don't you hear the echoes of your own legend being written in front of you? What does it matter if a few of us perish? We will sing their praises. We will grant them immortality. Go! Do not stop! You're all traitors! All! Giving up! The serpent is mine!
So, you see how Fafnir joined me, Dragon Tamer. You are the second human to reach this place. You know what happened to the first. I do not have Kalaarang's empathy, nor the trickery of Santonios. I offer my blood only to those who are worthy of it. The other mortals called you a hero for having slain my brethren, but you did nothing but force a coward out of hiding and defeat a fool full of pride. I see no reason to be impressed, but I am not unjust. I'll give you a chance to prove yourself worthy of your legend, Hunter. Muster your fervor and pray to your masters. You will soon have need of them. Good. Are you like the rest of them, obsessed with the thought of your own mortality? But you tell yourself your posterity is assured, I suppose.
Not yet.
as Blitzkrieg or the Pale Cry. One frozen their paradise before Koleos could spawn it all. But that is not my real name. I am Gamarosa, the first praise. I am the Skald before Skalds came to be. Come now, Hunter. There's no need to fight against your harbinger. Legend awaits you.
No! No! I cannot die! I am the immortal storyteller! I am eternal! I am eternal!
Nicely done on your fight with Blitzkrieg. I only wish we'd been able to save Yorn.
I propose we drink a toast in his memory.
To the most stubborn of hunters. May he now rest in peace.
Dragon Tamer?
The serpent is no longer? What? Incredible news! So Eggnog is all that is left.
His cult appears particularly active in Erde-Nor, and the effect of the primordial scale was unexpected.
Is that what you wanted to talk to me about?
Indeed. I wish to understand what happened to Hunter Yorn. Dragon Tamer, you may be dismissed or remain here as you wish.
Soldiers, we have come here today to finish things. This is the place Sir Ignog fled to after the Battle of the Breach. Our mission is to reach the fortress on Mount Koleos, find his draconic seal, and slay the dragon, once and for all!
The fortress has been cut off from the world since Port Flambeau was overcome 6 years ago. We cannot know what we are about to find there, but one thing is for sure. The Dragonkin know we are coming.
Dragon Tamer, have you seen how these rivers of lava have torn this place asunder? The enemy's sorcerers have wreaked havoc here, but we should still be able to find our way around. When the Alliance built the Koleos fortress, it devised a vast network of gates of the Eternal and marked out routes within its territory. The statues that served as markers are still in place, and all we need to reopen the gates are our scales of light. We must find the statues, and they'll guide us to Koleos. Then we'll open a gate there. All signs suggest that the fortress has fallen, and that there are many Dragonkin here. Without an army behind us, we will not get far. We must break this spell. Alex, get your men to cover the exits. Dragon Tamer, protect me while I purify these stones. Death to the Dragonkin!
For the Order of the Eternal, attack!
Excellent. Jerome could not have done it better himself.
Alaric, look! There are more statues up ahead. The path continues over that way.
Dragon Tamer, Alex, wait! This way. There is another Dragonkin statue on the other side of this narrow passageway. A camp, too. And if we do not deal with the corrupted that are there now, we may come to regret it later.
They haven't spotted us yet.
Alex, prepare an ambush at the exits. Dragon Tamer, you and I will enter the camp. I'll force our enemies to flee in the captain's direction. You find their leader and kill them. Go, now.
Sarah Lyric, around a third of my men have fallen, and some of those that are left are too badly injured to fight. We will need to stop and let them rest.
Very well. I will use my scale of light so that the injured can be taken back to Montescail. If the Dragon Tamer and I head off to open a gate of the Eternal, will you be able to defend this camp with just the men that are left?
I don't think so. The Vanguard has taken too much damage. We will need to heal some of our men before we can go any further. This will take more time than evacuating the injured. We will need you here with us.
So be it. Dragon Tamer, continue on until you reach Koleos. Once you reach the foot of the mountain, open up a gate of the Eternal. We'll set up a camp there and start preparing for battle. Dragon Tamer, the Council has agreed to send a large armed contingent our way. We need to find them a place they can set up camp. Then they'll open up a path for us to get inside the cult. Let's look around for somewhere that will give us a better overview of the mountain. By the Eternal, what a nightmare. The Dragonkin are carrying out rituals all across the region, and have even transformed Koleos into a volcano. They will use this inferno to channel their power towards Grand Summoners. If we let them, they will soon be able to open up a breach far from the Draconic Seal and free their master.
Just like at the Battle of the Breach.
They may not be far from achieving their goal. We must make haste and stop them. There's a large island of some kind up ahead. That would be the ideal place for us to set up camp. Alex, get your men ready to escort the sappers to our new camp. Dragon Tamer, you take care of the area's leader. I'll conduct a thorough search of the island in the meantime and take out the rest of the Dragonkin.
Take care, hunters. Dragon Tamer, we've got started with constructing the camp. The Kongarati trackers, barbarians from Neurogart, and even oracles from the Old World have all come to our aid. The trackers have taken up defensive positions ahead, but they surely need support and the aid of a hunter. This wagon holds supplies for spiked defenses and barricades. I must return to the camp as quickly as possible. You run supplies to our archers. The Dragonkin are able to coordinate their efforts, thanks to the flying units they have with them. Take care, and watch out for their attacks.
Captain Alex has taken command of operations against the cult. It will be up to us to find the sorcerers drawing power from this inferno. The enemy is sure to hide its most valuable assets as far from the front lines as possible. If the captain directs her attacks to the south, the corrupted will not hesitate to send their champions north. That should help sufficiently reduce the area we'd need to search for a vantage point to show us precisely where the enemy is located. The trackers have found a small island offering high ground at the foot of the volcano. That should do nicely. The sorcerers are not even trying to hide. Let's go. You managed to take out your sorcerer more quickly than I did mine, it seems. The cultists reacted so quickly that I was almost overwhelmed. I haven't quite recovered after that ordeal. It may not be wise for me to face the last sorcerer. I'll cover you from behind. Now that's done, all that's left is to... What? That's a spell for opening a breach. We must have missed the strongest of the enemy's summoners. The Dragonkin are sure to overwhelm our troops. I'll go and help Alex close these breaches. You hurry and find the summoner before they have a chance to recover and cast that spell a second time. Dragon Tamer, you did it!
The Dragonkin are still standing firm against us, but we have begun to push through. We should still be able to reach the Koleos fortress.
Just as long as it's accessible. How are things looking, Dragon Tamer? Is the entrance to the fortress open? Molten lava? Why does that not surprise me? We'll need to find another way in, I suppose. I wonder whether the Toriel clan's dragon blood will be able to freeze the volcano.
Dragon Tamer. This way, please. I was sorry to hear that Yorn is no longer with us. The light of the Eternal and that of Pythoderkin was simply not enough. I do not dare imagine how it must have felt to kill an ally, accident though it was. Please, do accept my apologies. Now, what brings you here? Koleos has been transformed into a volcano, and Alaric has suggested appeasing it using one of the Toriel clan's dragon blood? Ha! Oh yes, that could work. If only they were immensely more powerful. No, Hunter, what you need is something much more pure. Why not the tongue of Vidskrig that you brought back to us? The tongue of the first Harbinger is no doubt sufficiently full of pale dragon's blood. It's not just any old part of any old dragon, you see. Come now, Hunter. There's no point in worrying about what the Council will say. You must leave for Erde-Nor at once, and use Gamalorsa's tongue to freeze Koleos over.
We're holding this position, and are ready to enter the fortress as soon as you have opened the way forwards, Dragon Tamer.
Dragonkin, attack!
We need to know what the Dragonkin have done to this place. No matter what happens, stick together, or the dragon's voice may overwhelm you. Recite your prayers, meditate, do whatever you must to keep the corruption at bay.
Kongarati trackers, go scout the area and do your best to ensure you are not spotted. Oracles, cover the gate and stop anyone from coming or going. Everyone else with us.
A warning arrow from the trackers. It's an ambush. Get back in line. Do not allow the Dragonkin to separate us.
Captain! Hunters! Help!
By the Alliance. If we are forced to suffer an ambush every 50 paces as we have been, this operation is going to be a long one.
Hunters, Captain, we've spotted prisoners under enemy control. Soldiers from the Order.
Impossible. All our soldiers that are still alive are here with us, and we recovered our dead.
I wouldn't lie, Captain. They were wearing tabards that had the ringed cross of Montescail on them. Isn't that the symbol of your order?
We must find out what is going on here. Show us the way, Tracker.
Oh. Impossible. We are saved!
That's right. Enter the fray, human. My master will be satisfied. Good. The cult has no need of these useless masses. Corrupting you will be my pleasure. I will see you soon, hunters.
The Eternal be praised. But watch out! There's a dragon behind you!
Do not fear. This Wyrmling is an ally of this dragon hunter. Thanks to him and the research carried out by Meridius Cornelis, the hunters have already defeated several of the banished lords.
Is that so? It has no corrupting ability? Oh, but if you are hunters, we must take you to our camp. We will be able to talk there, where we're less vulnerable. Come, follow us.
You are well established here.
We defended what we could before retreating here. The Dragonkin do not know we're here.
The time has come to strike back. Do you know whether the Draconic seal in the fortress is still accessible?
The seal is still there, but you would need an army to reach it. The Dragonkin covered the walls in the deepest part of the fortress with mutant flesh to amplify their lord's voices.
An army, you say? Dragon Tamer, I think it may be time to assemble our forces, ready for the final assault. Leave for Montescail and warn the council. In the meantime, the trackers and I will go and scout the area, while Alex turns this place into an outpost.
Very well, Sir Alaric. Dragon Tamer, please open the Gate of the Eternal here, if you have not already done so.
I think it is time to recolonize. The corrupted are fewer in number now. It will soon be time to go back.
My clan is just as keen, but I would not like them to get ahead of themselves. We still have Sor Iknog to find and take care of. Isn't that right, de Clerval?
Certainly. Ah, Dragon Tamer, do you have something to report?
Why not let the Dragon Tamer and Alaric take care of it, Council? They have had excellent results on their hunts so far.
Ah, you think so? We've had one hunter almost corrupted, another lose her sight, and then another leave us all together. Is that what you call excellent results? Each dragon we have defeated so far has cost us a hunter, and Sor Iknog is the strongest of them all.
I agree with you there. Against him, we cannot do things by half. I am almost surprised to hear you managed to get into the fortress at all.
Council, Dragon Tamer, please forgive me for interrupting. I bring grave news. The Dragonkin have gathered their troops and are attacking Domistria.
How many of them are there?
Thousands, Council. We are doing all we can to slow them down, but we have little hope of being able to hold them back entirely.
Just the diversion the hunters need. Let them head for the seal, Council, so that we may face the Banished Lord's troops and strike down their master.
But that's madness, Cornelis. We will need them here.
Ha! We'll lead the battle at Point-Noir ourselves.
Hunter, there's no time to lose. The corrupted have attacked Point-Noir on both sides. De Clerval and Trulsin are stuck north of the river. We are practically surrounded, but the enemy has left itself exposed with this maneuver. Sun Khan has managed to flush out the enemy leader and is giving chase behind enemy lines. You are the only one in a position to join him. If we can take out whoever is leading the corrupted on this flank, their entire assault on this side of the river will fail. Then we'll be able to take the initiative again.
The enemy leader hasn't spotted us yet. He must think our forces are all holed up in the village. Look, even his guards appear distracted. The time seems right. Let's give him a little surprise. I have some rather unique arrows with me, laced with the toxic waters of the Mangarika Springs. With these, I should be able to stop him from escaping.
What pathetic defenses!
By protecting the weak, they become weak themselves. Compassion will be their downfall. Alongside our Lord, they would have known victory. Instead, they will perish in his shadow. You! Here! Ha! My master will never get the chance to corrupt you after all. You will die right here, Hunter!
I'll warn the Grand Tracker, and we'll clear out this side of the battlefield. You should head to the top of Point-Noir. The oracles will know where to put you to make the most of your talents. May the dragon never tempt you.
Who goes there?
It's the Dragon Tamer, Astria, don't worry.
Ah! Excellent. You should recognize the spell we are about to cast. I've recreated the spell that Okeanos cast around Sira. The one that prevented us from reaching her, and made it more offensive while doing so. We'll wreck the Dragonkin ships with a blast of lightning! What was that explosion?
Do not let your focus wane, Astria. Truelson and de Clairval must have been overwhelmed. Get ready for an attack, both of you. We cannot stop the ritual.
The right is too unstable! We're losing control of the spell! Dragon Tamer! You must stop it! Use your scale of light.
Well, I suppose we should have expected that something like this could happen, with a spell taken from the Dragonkin. Now, was it the Order or the barbarians who let those Dragonkin past?
It was the Toriel clan.
Astria, the spell has not fully left you yet.
I see them. Trulson, he's fighting, but the Dragonkin are too many.
Dragon Tamer, hurry there and aid them. Astria, please, you need to break your connection with Dracomundus.
I'm trying. I'm nearly there. Ah! I heard the dragon's voice in my head! How horrible! I feel like the spell has affected my senses. It's as though I can see again, but not with my eyes. It's some kind of third eye. I can see everything that's happening all around.
Your sight has returned, my apprentice.
Not exactly. Some things are amplified, blindingly so. The scales of light shine so brightly, and I can sense the presence of Dragonkin as though I were looking through their eyes. Grand Oracle, I think I have acquired draconic sight.
Impossible.
Dragon Tamer? Ha! The Dragon Tamer is here! Don't give up now, warriors! The Oracle spell stopped the enemy from advancing, and now the corrupted are being pushed back. Let's catch up with de Clairval and deal the finishing blow!
For the Order! For the Eternal! For the Alliance! Do not let the Dragonkin's spinelessness reach you. Stay proud! And if it is our day to die, it will be for the glory of the light of our Lord! Excellent! The oracles have made short work of the enemy's fleet, and the monsters still left are running for their master. So much for the survival of the fittest. The Alliance has prevailed again.
We mustn't waste any time. Hunters, take the Black Pass, and we'll drive the Dragonkin in your direction.
That's the Dragonkin defeated! The way to the Draconic Seal on Koleos has been opened for us. Let's make the most of our battle-forged unit and go face the dragon.
What are you suggesting, Auspex?
We won't settle for a mere expeditionary task force. we'll invade Erde-Nor and get rid of this cult once and for all. The Oracle's visions, the Tracker's wisdom, the Barbarian's strength, and the Order's faith, all united as a single army.
Leading such an effort will require all 4 of us to be present. What if a new threat should appear in the meantime?
The other 3 banished lords have already been slain. Sor Ignog is the last of his kind, and we've just destroyed his army. I support your plan, de Clairval. We'll assemble the Toriel clan's fleet.
We may never get an opportunity like this again.
So it's decided then. We've kept our focus on defending ourselves for long enough. Let's switch to the offensive.
There's the proof you've been waiting for, Sonkan. If de Clairval wanted to take control of the Alliance, he would have separated its leaders. The other peoples would have been left vulnerable, and the Order could have crushed them. You'll find no treason here.
But I did hear the dragon's voice after all. Scarcely more than a whisper, as though he didn't actually want to be heard. I don't think we know everything there is to know yet, even if de Clairval is no traitor.
So there really is someone listening to the dragon from within the Alliance. Perhaps we have placed our suspicions on the wrong person. With our leaders vulnerable on the front lines, it would be the ideal time to carry out a coup d'etat.
Meridius Cornelis, perhaps? The Grand Oracle does not trust him.
I don't think so. Cornelis was not at Erde-Nor during the Battle of the Breach, so how would he have been corrupted? What's more, he's bound to join de Clairval and the other leaders at Mount Koleos. No, I think it will be someone less high up, and who has spent time at Erde-Nor recently.
Are you insinuating my captain? You've lost your mind! All that for a few inaudible whispers?
Let's not waste any time discussing theories we won't have any chance of proving. Sonkan and I will need to stay in Montescail either way. We'll keep an eye on things here. I will warn Deluculum Jerome of the latest developments. He can use his scale to join you if the situation calls for it. Stay strong in Erde-Nor, and may the dragon never tempt us.
The Alliance's army will not be able to establish themselves here until we do away with the Dragonkin still in the area. Otherwise, this camp could just as easily end up becoming a death trap instead.
The survivors from the garrison gave us a map of the fortress, but there are some areas that nobody has visited for quite some time that may no longer be up to date.
Alex, see if you can find out how far in we can go. But if you come across any enemies, turn straight back and don't engage.
We'll take care.
The map the survivors gave us also mentioned relics that the Dragonkin corrupted. If you were able to purify them, they could become a useful means of defending this place.
Very well. Dragon Tamer, let's see what we can do.
Hunters! Hunters! Quickly! The Dragonkin! They ambushed us!
What? Where is Captain Alex?
They took her, along with the others. They're preparing for some kind of summoning.
Take us there quickly. There's not a moment to lose.
Death to the dragons!
Alex! Alex! Answer me!
Sarah Larrick? About time.
Enough with the sir. Your wounds, they...
It's too late to save me. But, Alaric, I'd have to be foolish to think I'm rushing you. But the Dragonkin leave us no choice.
What? No. You won't. I can't. You can't die like this.
Alaric, we don't have time. If you have something to tell me, you must tell me now.
Alex. Alex? Alex! Alex! I failed. Go on ahead, Dragon Tamer. I'll take care of our dead.
The camp is almost ready. Excellent work, hunters. The corrupted won't know what's coming for them.
Yes. But at what cost?
You'll need to reach the seal as quickly as possible if you are to stop the dragon from rebuilding its forces.
The fortress extends over 2 levels, with one sitting above the other. Right now, we are on the upper level, while the seal and most of the Dragonkin that are left are below us. We also know that the cult has corrupted the corridors in the lower part of the fortress, to the point that no human could remain there without a scale of light. Once you go down to the lower level, you'll be on your own.
According to my research, Saw Iknog's corruption is the strongest of them all. To have any chance of surviving Dracomundus, one of you will need to wear the primordial scale and pray to the Eternal that its presence will be enough to protect you both.
First and foremost, though, you'll need to reach the stairwell between the 2 levels of the fortress. There's a complex mechanism there that we created to isolate the lower level, just in case the seal should fail. Now, this seems rather more of a hindrance than we intended. The mechanism is controlled by a set of machines in various locations of the upper part of the fortress. You'll need to activate them all at the same time. And we should expect the Dragonkin to fight tooth and nail in an attempt to stop you.
You'll need to carry out a frontal assault. Kill the Dragonkin protecting the mechanism, and our soldiers will take a position here, once the area has been cleared. Each of you will have 3 contingents to place, who will activate the machines once you are ready.
I'm at your command, Dragon Tamer. We'll join you as soon as the areas have been cleared.
May combat wash our hands of our failures. And may those who died here and in Domistria forgive us for having failed to protect them. Let's go, Dragon Tamer.
Quiet. Dragon. Quiet!
Our scales. They're not enough to keep out the dragon's voice. We need to hurry. We must not falter. We cannot fail. Too many lives are counting on us. We must be stronger. We cannot fail. Stronger. Stronger!
Dragon Tamer, hear my voice. You who opposes natural domination by the strong and worthy over the weak and spiteless. You who seeks only to prolong the injustice done to dragons. You who submits to the Eternal.
We must lift this spell. We'll need to work together. Find both of the summoning totems and destroy them at the same time. I'll stay here so I can deal with this one. You, find the other. Let's kill all the Dragonkin we can find. Every enemy slain will make us stronger. If we want any sort of chance when we face Sour Ignog, we must pave the way to his lair with the corpses of his servants.
Yes, dominate them, hunters. Look forward to a new reign. Rule over them with sword in hand.
Wait! Dragon Tamer! If we continue like this, we'll never be able to stand up to the dragon, even if we do find the seal. Let's hunt down the sorcerers that corrupted these hallways. They cannot be far away. I can smell their putrid magic even here. Let's split up and take them out. Dragon Tamer! Over here! No! The dragon is too strong! What can we do? How can we make ourselves stronger if the Dragon King weren't enough?
Prepare yourself, Dragon Tamer. You alone are capable of killing the banished lords. Your knight friend is just not up to the task.
I must become stronger!
Strength begat strength, Sir Knight. You want to stand against me? Avenge your lost love, perhaps. Bring justice. Protect those you cherish. Well, Then prove yourself worthy.
I'll kill you, you damn dragon! I'll avenge Alex! I'll make you pay for the attacks on my home! I'll destroy you!
Then you need only find the one capable of facing me and winning, and take their power as your own. You want to fight me? You are too weak. Have your failures taught you nothing? Kill the only human to have ever slain a dragon. Inherit their strength, then come and face me, Alaric of Montescail. Make up for your failures with my blood.
I must become stronger.
Here's what awaits your fellow hunters. Without you to save them, Dragon Tamer, they are nothing more than prey. Is that really worth your time? Don't you deserve more than simply looking after the sheep that follow behind you?
What happened? The dragon. He got past my scale of light?
No. Why spare his life? Don't you see that he's weak? That he'll betray you again? Just as soon as he gets a chance.
Ah, hunters. It's time to purify the seal. Wait a moment. Sir Alaric, are you all right?
No, Jerome, I'm not. Please, I need your aid. The scale of light's power was no match for the Banished Lord. He almost had me kill the Dragon Tamer.
What? But you are still on our side, aren't you? Well, Alaric of Montescail, as penance, you must follow my order. Fight it! You must fight! Not only for Montescail, or for those who you wish to defend, but for your own soul's salvation. As soon as you are ready, let's clear this altar of the stain the Dragonkin left on it. The corrupted will try to stop us. Let them burn, hunters.
The corrupted are too many! There must be a dungeon nearby!
We cannot use the seal so close to this many enemies. Alaric, stay with me. Dragon Tamer, go and purify the dungeon. May the dragon never tempt you.
There you are at last, Hunter. Are you ready to finish things? Alaric has been weakened by Sir Eko. Letting him go in would be unwise. That being said, we are not about to let you go in alone.
I still say this is a dangerous, stupid, reckless idea, Auspex, and you are sure to regret it.
Enough, Cornelis. I will go into Dracomundus with you, Dragon Tamer. Sir Eko took an arm from me, and I an eye from him. I think I may be able to use our shared history to give you an advantage. You will have the more difficult job out of the two of us, to be sure, but at least part of the dragon's fury will be directed elsewhere.
And if you should both die, what then? Don't even think about it, Auspex. The Dragon Tamer can fight the dragon alone.
Cornelis, I have faced Sir Eko once before. I know him better than you know any other dragon. Come, Meridius, Deliculum, illuminate our scales so that we may finish this. We have arrived. This place looks like hell indeed. Where's the dragon?
This voice. I know this voice. The Clairvoyant!
It's working! Run, Hunter! I'll draw his attention!
Out of my sight, wretched human! How bold! Facing me with a cripple in tow! What do you take me for, dragon tamer? You think I don't know who you are, who you serve? The depths of the three other lords beg your mark. You let this night through, but you'll not get past me.
I'm not dead yet, dragon! Is it because of the eye I took from you that you delude yourself so?
You will not escape me, declare the Hall. You would have been strong enough to join me. I'd have made you my general. You would have earned it. Here's what I propose. Power should go to the strong. You would only have needed to partake of my blood, and you could have been the new Lord of Montescail. You will not triumph here, humans. Your fate can only be servitude.
I can't anymore.
You and me, Dragon Tamer. Get ready to finish this! Come, submit to me! Is it your master that gives you such strength? Answer me! Or perhaps the Eternal? No. Impossible. You cannot withstand me. Impossible. Impossible. A man cannot be stronger than me, else... No. No. Die! Die!
Finally! What? That's not a Drakiel scale! It's corrupting you! Give it to me!
I assure you that Sir Ignog has been killed, Sunken.
If the Red Dragon is dead, where have all these breaches come from? All of the banished lords have been slain. Dragon Tamer. Then you're right, Astria. All these breaches cannot have come from Sir Ignog.
Where is de Clairval? Breaches have opened across the entire world. Dragonkin, like we have never seen before, are rushing out. We need the Council to come together and coordinate things.
Dead? But how? The scale began to glow violet. That sounds like what happened to Yorn.
We thought Pale Dragon's blood was behind the chain reaction last time. But if you and de Clairval suffered the same thing, that can only mean that the corruption did not come from Yorn being dragon-blooded, but from the scale. But how? And why was it only at the moment of Sir Ignog's death, and not during the fight itself when the Dragon Tamer was already wearing it?
Cornelis will have the answers we need. Jerome and Alaric are with him. Let's go and find them.
I implore you, Sir Alaric, Dilucrum Jerome, let's explore this breach together. You'll need me there to overcome it.
Wait, Cornelis! Something terrible has happened. We need answers.
Sorry? Ah, I see the Dragon Tamer is with you.
The primordial scale almost corrupted the Dragon Tamer, and it killed de Clairval. It happened just the same way as with Yorn, even though the Auspex was not already corrupted. What's the reason behind this?
What? Auspex de Clairval is dead? How? What's going on here, Cornelis?
What's going on, Hunters? My master's designs have almost reached their completion, and since you are so close to working things out for yourselves, I need lie to you no longer. Did you really think the knowledge that would allow us to defeat the Banished Lords would be found in an old book or some ruin? The Wormlings, the Draconic Seals, the illuminating of scales. Come now, Hunters. We are but men, and this knowledge could only be gained by getting to know our world's very essence.
Don't tell me. No, don't tell me you're...
A new era is coming for us all. My master is waiting for you. The final proof you are looking for has been waiting for you there for millennia.
Come to me. Try and stop this new dawn of darkness and avenge yourselves of this traitor. I challenge you.
That dirty traitor! He's escaped into the breach!
Dragonkin! Stop them from escaping!
We must get our hands on Cornelis. Prepare yourselves!
And the Dragonkin invasion? Did you forget? The entire world is riddled with breaches, with vermin spilling out of each one. Not to mention that this is most assuredly a trap.
Astria's right. There's only one hunter capable of throwing themselves into a trap and coming out victorious. And that's the Dragon Tamer. Our role should be to protect the Alliance.
And if you should fall, let us ensure it will not be to corruption. Come, I'll illuminate your scale of light at the nearest altar for you. We don't know what this dragon may use to corrupt you. You'll be sure to need it.
So, our actions were helping a dragon from the very beginning. At least that explains what happened with the primordial scale.
How so?
It was never just a drachial scale. Cornelis must have obtained it from his master's hide. Since it belonged to a particularly powerful dragon, it was able to protect its wearer from any voices that did not come directly from its owner. That's why Cornelis insisted on having access to Pythodurkin's dome fragment. Wrapped in the purity of the repentant dragon's soul, it appeared to us to have the same glow as a normal scale. And when the times came, at the dragon's discretion, it could unleash its power and multiply the corruption from its voice tenfold. That's what happened to Yorn. And it's what would have happened to you, Dragon Tamer, if de Clairval had not sacrificed himself.
This scale was a weapon intended to kill you. Cornelis, that traitor, must have tested it out on Yorn before entrusting it to you. And to think that you came to take it from me in Erde-Nor. I could have been the first victim.
What? How did you escape from Dracomundus? Have you succumbed to corruption, Dragon Tamer? You want to tell me of the Meridius's betrayal? No need. I saw him leaving a breach as you did just now, before using some sort of Dragonkin sorcery. By the grace of the Eternal, he didn't see me, so I can still help you. This is a powerful rune. I don't know exactly what kind of sorcery it's used for, but I do know that it holds a large amount of energy just waiting to be set free. From what you said, Cornelis may have left these runes behind for you to follow him. Find a way to destroy them, and see where the energy stored within takes you. Take care, Dragon Tamer. Cornelis will have no interest in being taken alive. He will no doubt have arranged for obstacles to slow you down. You realize you're walking right into a trap, don't you? Be sure you're strong enough before you go.
I thought you'd be chasing after the traitor. What are you doing on the surface? That doesn't matter now. We were carrying out an operation here with the other dragon hunters when Cornelis came out of a breach, and with him were powerful Dragonkin champions. We were scattered, and the hunters left to chase after him. If luck is on our side, they may have caught him. We must find them, Dragon Tamer.
Cornelis managed to escape us, but Sankan and Jerome were able to enter Dracomundus with him. I can still feel their presence, but they will not be able to withstand the effects of corruption for long. They haven't been able to illuminate their scales.
Go in and bring them back, please. The more of us there are, the more of these breaches we will be able to close, and the more time you will then have to face the dragon.
Voices. Dragon Tamer?
There's no point continuing the pursuit if the Dragon Tamer is
Dragon
here.
Tamer!
The voices
More
will
Dragonkin,
corrupt us
watch out!
before we can make even the slightest progress.
Quiet, Dragon!
We missed our chance, Sonkan. Let's go back.
Not before we've helped the Dragon Tamer to pick up the traitor's trail. If we leave now, Cornelis could escape us for good.
You found Cornelis' trail. Now we must leave this place.
My master sends his regards once again, Dragon Tamer. Whenever we have need of you, there you are. Here is the draconic seal that prevents my master from leaving his lair, and you from going in to face him. My master's giving you the choice. Either you can suffer slowly on the surface, while waiting for his troops to capture an innocent who can be brought here to break the seal, or you can finish things here and now, for better or worse. So, it would seem courage prevails. This time, I will not wish you luck. May the dragon tempt you indeed.
Dragon Tamer, do not fear. Let me lay my eyes upon the man who freed me. That's better. Let's discuss things face to face. I am Mephisto, one of the Dracules created at the very beginning, fashioned by the Eternal himself. The very first architect of creation. It was I who watched over your kind in its infancy. And now, I intend to take up this role once more. Now tell me, are you, like Koleos, ready to accept the just tyranny that will unite all men? Or will I have the honor of offering you your final resting place? The latter, then. So be it. I wonder whether your 3 hunter friends would be able to give the same answer. I don't think they would. Koleos did well naming you Dragon Tamer. Now, it's time to prove the sanctity given to you by the Eternal was not misplaced.
I can't slay more.
Master, take care! He's getting back up! The Eternal has sent the light!
Oh, what an opportunity. What an opportunity indeed. To be able to break someone he cherishes so. Just watch, Eternal. You'll see your champion die today.
But, Master, you...
You think this golden light will protect you? By naming you his champion, the Eternal has not saved you. He has but marked you for death. Miriam and Toriel's betrayal, the unjust banishment that I suffered, all the damage done to Dragonkin will be done away with. The day of liberation has arrived. No matter whether servants of the Eternal or the Dragons, you and your kind are nothing but slaves. You cannot escape your chains. Only choose who you are bound to. And I will always be an option.
Dragon Tamer, the Eternal be praised. You're back.
Welcome back, my friend. I'm glad to see you again. You must have plenty to tell us.
Let's start with what happened to Koleos. Did the traitor survive?
Escaped. So, we have not won the war just yet. the Alliance will still have need of its dragon hunters.
We're preparing a small ceremony in the council room. Astria, Jarn Trulson, and I will say a few words for Dvalin, Yorn, and Sumdia. Alaric came by a little earlier and did his bit for Captain Alex, and Auspix to Clairval. Come, share a drink with us, if you like.
Ladies, gentlemen, and dragonblood of the Alliance. For centuries, we have lived in fear. The fear of seeing our homes go up in flames, of losing our dear ones, of seeing our cultures extinguished. And it was all because of the dragons and their Dragonkin cults. The Banished made use of this fear to reach into our hearts and corrupt us. But no more. Why is that? Aren't there still dragons out there? Yes, lying low in Dracomundus, biding their time. And the cults? Yes, they are all over, and the Dragonkin are many. So why should we not fear if victory is not yet ours? Quite simply because one among us has shown us the way. Accepting fear, bravely making a stand, rather than searching for comfort in the dragon's lies. That person has made us incorruptible. And that is how he defeated the 4 strongest dragon lords, as well as the master over them all. The war is not finished, members of the Alliance, but as of today, this time of fear has come to an end. Glory to the Alliance of Men. Glory to the Dragon Hunters. And above all, glory to the one who showed us the way. Glory to the Dragon Tamer!